first observation or your first contact or engagement with a foreign concept, there's magic in that. Like I think,
Yeah.
I don't think a lot of the stuff that's unfamiliar, you shouldn't come at it up just like once again, I think there's power of just like whatever that initial first spark is, you follow that. Like, what do you associate with the princess? And you just run with it. And I think that's where you allow your curiosity and your inner child to kind of be at play of, yeah, I don't know this, but I still want to interact with this. And then you start to, you start to build your correspondences of like, okay, this means this to me. I've seen this, this is what the concept of a princess means to me. And then as you start to kind of peel back the layers of these, the different pages of the different associations with the pages, you start to kind of make your own library of
There
correspondences.
you go. See,
Mhm.
that was my thing. See, I've had this Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot deck for like for years.
Mhm.
Never knew how to do the read. And it was just like because I adapted like the magical mindset that Bobby or Panic gave a motherfuckers like, bro, you gotta use your imagination with this shit. So I would just look at when I pull cards, do my own divination. I never went by what the book says or what I just pulled my own cards and like, let's look at this card and see what the fuck it mean to me. Oh,
Yeah.
it's blue. Okay, maybe it's dealing with water. What the fuck do I feel about the color blue and the way it's placed in this card? Start doing that shit. So, but once I started fucking with Trav heavy this year, we got into the cosmic doctrine, and he just
Mhm.
repeatedly brought
Yeah.
up. He repeatedly brought
Man,
up
that was a good
that
book.
fucking mystical Kabbalah, bro. And bro, I
Yeah.
hopped into this mystical Kabbalah. I'm like, what the fuck? I was trying to figure out like why the fuck Bobby and Pennant never talked about it. Like I'm saying, I keep referencing them, but then was the only people that was fucking on a level that I could. Cause Phil Valentine say some words that's like, God damn, what the fuck does that mean, Phil? I fuck with you,
Yeah.
OG. Real shit. I fought with the OG, but I couldn't understand every big word. He used too many. And I
Yeah.
found out, oh, he's actually making these words up. He's making compound words to make to put this shit together. So, but yeah, I got into that mystical Kabbalah, bro, and I went to go get everything. I got the Kabbalistic tarot. I can't never say that word.
Yeah.
Tarot card breakdown, and then
Kabbalistic.
Kabbalistic. Yeah, there we go. And then Gareth
That's
Knight
beautiful.
book. So I'm going through it. So like now I'm reading up on it. Like, oh shit.
That's
Okay,
beautiful.
let me look and see what these cards mean. So like I got a YouTube channel. So I end up breaking. I'm finding shit. This shit is blowing my mind. I'm over here like sitting in this corner for hours, bro. I'm like, what
That's
the
beautiful.
fuck,
That's
bro?
beautiful. But
Like, go
but
ahead.
like that's like what I was saying. Like you follow that initial spark and you get to a point that you want to refine your awareness. It's like, okay, like I need to intake more information so I can kind of sharpen what this stuff actually means. And you start to collect books, you start to study, you put in the time, and you refine your definitions of these concepts, and then
That's
your
it.
correspondence, it expands, and now your soul or your spirit has more tools and more things to play with, the sending the send out the downloads. But you follow the right path, and I think that's the beauty in it. I think you stay in a state of play, and then the tools and the information that you need will come to you. If you keep searching, it'll come to you, and then you go down that rabbit hole, and that's when those big aha moments come.
That's when them fucking aha moments come when you like fucking I don't know. You feel like a kid in this shit. It's like, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this.
Exactly.
Ooh, look at this. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Like, hey, real shit. That's what I told Trav. I'm like, bro, okay, that's the state I'm in right now. Like, oh, build your library of correspondences. Real shit. Like, build your fucking that's and see, and I learned that terminology from him. So now shit, I'm pushing the same shit. I'm like, bro, listen, because I've always been a dreamer. I've been a dreamer, like my dreams be vivid as fuck, bro. That's why I had hit you up, bro. So it's like my dreams be fucking wild. So it's like, but I was always able to decode them to the point where I got people that always
Yes,
call and ask
yes,
me to decode
yes.
them. But now I'm building more of my library of
Mm-hmm.
correspondences.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, this shit getting crazy. Like this shit is a fucking universal film, bro. Fuck
It's
that.
a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful dance to be a part of.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. It really is.
Thank you,
Mm.
Travis.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
TK Trav.
Like this is not a, oh shoot, my camera. This is not a island. You know, like one man is not an island. Like we grow together. And one of the things about my practice is that like I secretly wanted to grow a community of competent occultists. A lot of people are so dumb. And I know it sounds mean. It sounds mean, but most people are stupid, bro. Like I tried to be nice all my years, but like the more that I study sociology, the more that I study neurolinguistic programming, I find that people operate on autopilot on the animal
Yes.
level, and most people are dumb. And it's like I want to find those who care about more than just Diddy, who care about more than just sex,
Mr.
who care
Beast.
about more than just Hawk Tua. Like, what else is there to life? Like, there's a small remnant of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Facts. No, man, because Trav, like with me just starting my YouTube like 6, 7 months ago, and like I always like, bro, it wasn't anybody. Like it was a lot of people out there, but it wasn't with the depth that I'm
Yeah.
into this occult
Yeah.
shit. It's like, bro, it wasn't nobody else but this nigga left. Like Panic
It-
died, bro. It's like,
Yeah.
like there's like your videos hit different. Like there's a lot of spiritual people on the internet, but like there's something about like the way like you're coming from a place of truth and a place of experience, and it hits the ear difference. Like
there you go.
like I've watched a lot of different videos, a lot of different people, and they all have their value. But once again, the way you conceptualize and you experience this knowledge and the way you share it, like it hits different. But I noticed like your tone in your video shifted. I don't know if it was like a few
Just recently,
yeah, like
just recently.
I like how serious I like that you're coming a little bit like with heat when your videos when like in terms of this like these concepts you're not holding everybody's hands and I think we're past that. I think the people who are like serious, I like it. Like I'm happy you're coming at it with fire behind or yeah fire in your energy when you talk about these concepts and these things because you can keep preaching the same thing but you can tell the people who are not actually like everybody's on their own different journey and their own different pace, but you can tell a lot of people are just not putting in the work, but asking for the same thing. Like, they're stuck on autopilot, wanting easy answers and easy solutions, and not. And you have the answers in front of you. Like a lot of the videos and the information you put out is enough to give anybody the reality or their manifestations that they want, but they're not actually putting in the time and effort to actually to generate it.
I feel like they're not looking for it. Honestly, what they're looking for is some shit just to make them feel like this. What I've noticed since I've been putting out content, that right there, Milo. Since I've been putting out content, it's like I'm running into people and it's like, what the like, bro, this is like not trying to. I don't like. I was telling Trav, I was having this conversation with this lady, and she just kept trying to make me feel like I'm making people feel like I feel like I'm better. I'm just like, bro, it's like, no, what it is, here's the perfect analogy. Some people are in like first grade, and some people are in fucking a senior. And even though like we go to the same school, it doesn't mean that I'm not better than you. I just been studying and applying and having more experiences. That's it. It's like, but it's not like, hey, you can't get to the level, bro. It's not, bro. It's an understanding. Everybody can get the same fucking understanding once you put the work in. But people do this though. They love the social crowd that exists within first grade. That's it. They love the social crowd because it doesn't, you're not held accountable there. You see what I'm saying? You're not held accountable. Don't nobody want to be held accountable. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the word divine masculine, we're gonna take the word divine feminine, and we're gonna run this shit into the ground till it becomes a fucking cult. So those words and star seeds, whatever the fuck that
Oh, yeah.
these words, they attaching to these words, and like that's all they want to hear. And it's like, bro, I'm noticing like a lot of shit that I've been talking about is like people don't get it, bro. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. They don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Even then, like it's okay to not know, but like I'm really big on coming at it with a curious mind. Like a lot of people are not even willing to be open
That's
are
it.
willing to learn. And like I think that's where the true magic is. But everybody's so closed off. And I think whatever information or knowledge that they have from grade school or just what they've been told, what's been shoved in their faces, they take that as the reality. And to me, they don't even want to be open to even interact and play with these foreign concepts to kind of understand at a deeper level. But it's still a choice. It's a choice to stay in the playpen. I give it to you guys for being willing to interact with these folks, and to me,
I see what
it's
Trav.
so tiring. It's tiring. It's
I see
exhausting.
what the
But
fuck Trav been going through. I see what the fuck, like I said, Panic went through. I see what the fuck Bobby went through. It's like, bro, these motherfuckers, bro,
Oh,
they are adult kids, bro.
yeah,
They adult kids, bro. I'm like, yo, mature. I don't give a fuck what your credit score is. I don't give a like I tell people, bro, no, listen what I'm saying. Fuck me. Literally. No diddy. Fuck me. All you need to get, I'm trying to push is like, okay, I see that people don't get the principles behind these things and they're using them as identification. Like, let me identify with this because you know how humans do, how we do the mythology. We take these concepts and these principles and turn them into people and animals and this and that. And then people take those and like, oh, that is me. And it's like,
yeah.
oh my God, like, okay, I get it. But check this out. This is the principle behind that. Like, that's a concept that stands for a principle. Like, let's get that down. What do you like? You think you smart? You think you better? Oh my God, no! Listen, it's a principle. You know what? I don't even want to argue with you. So it's like I get where now he's at the point where he's like, bro, fuck it. Like you just got to keep going. You got to keep
Yeah.
your feet on the ground, Trav, and just keep going like you've been doing. Like I get it now. I
we
damn
see
sure
like
get it.
when it comes to being a teacher, like one of the first things you realize is that everybody is not teachable. Oh, I've got a friend who like his life goal is to be a gamer, to be like this
Mm-hmm.
influential gamer. And he's got the equipment, living at his parents' house, you know, they're paying for everything. But it's like he doesn't have good people skills. Whenever we play with him, it's always like, "Oh, you suck. What the fuck are you doing?" Da 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 da. Like
I get
he's so
okay.
like antagonistic, and it's like, um, one of my homies, he watches streams all the time. Like we're serious about Fortnite. We are serious about Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like my homie watches streams, and the other day, like a couple of top Fortnite gamers dropped some heavy gems, and he's like,
Yeah.
Trav, like, listen to this. I'm listening to it. And he was telling me like he tried to tell Scott, homie, that same video, like check this out. And he's like, fuck them. They don't know what they talk about, da 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 da. But it's like you got to be teachable. You got to be teachable. It's not about who's better or who's worse. Like you've got to recognize that you can learn from everyone and from everything. And if you can't recognize that, you are so stuck. My God, you're so stuck.
I think a lot of people once they get out of like high school or college, they think learning kind of stops. The same thing with like shadow work, like it's an ever going process. And when people kind of turn off the aspect of even taking in new information and learning, like people are always willing to do it in terms of like money. They're more open to let me take a course, something like that. But I think once again, it comes back to my keyword of being curious. I think being open and curious and willing to take in new information in all different aspects will lead to where they want to be. But they kind of close themselves off. Like there's nothing you can bring that's going to heighten or take me to the next level. And it's sad, but I think that's why a lot of people are where they're at. They kind of turn off that state of being willing to learn. Once again, when if it doesn't have to do with money, people kind of
Hell,
blindfolds.
check this out. Even that, bro, because like before I like earlier last year, probably yeah, last year, I was heavy into credit. I'm just a student in general, but this is the shit that I'm most passionate about, always have been. So I was learning about credit and learning about the consumer laws. I was
Yeah,
cleaning, I was fucking the credit, I was fucking them up, bro. Cleaning my credit, doing this and doing that. And I'm posting it on Facebook. Now, as I'm putting it on Facebook. I'm even putting free letters up like, hey, take this. This how I got a late payment removed. Do this. They tell you it's late, and you can get it done. Put all that information out there. You can get money with credit. People know this. But people, even when it comes to money, bro,
Yeah,
motherfuckers don't want to
still.
learn. But they like, like, okay, listen, check this out. I told you about this. Here goes my whole, bro. I got like a playlist, like 130 fucking videos in order of the steps that you need to take to get your shit clean and go get that loan from the bank or whatever the case may be. I'm not charging shit, bro. Here you go. You can have it. You can have it. Motherfuckers still, that motherfuckers don't even respond. Don't DM, but they be like, yeah, bro, send it to me. Never respond. Some people like, bro, can you just do it for me, bro?
Do it for me. Do it
Like, bro,
for me.
do it for me. That's it, Charles.
Bro, I was listening to a sermon last Sunday, and the pastor said something that was so powerful to me. He said, you cannot save a fool. You cannot save a fool. You cannot save a fool.
Can't, bro.
I love you, but you're dumb as hell.
A waste of time and energy.
That's what it turns out to be, bro. It's like, okay, I get it.
You're gonna repeat it, like you're gonna come back and do this again. Like you can, like that's one thing I've kind of you kind of pick up and tell when certain people are like, oh, you're gonna be here for a few more cycles.
Hey, real shit, but I don't be want to say that shit out loud, but that be real shit. You can tell.
But that's okay. That's okay.
No,
Let them okay, like, bro, like I sit back and I observe, and sometimes I get a sneaky feeling like I should be a part of the nonsense, but like I'm grateful that I'm not a part of the nonsense. Let these folks do what they do. Like it's a rat race, man. It's the Sims. It's just like
Yeah.
y'all remember that game where it's like you can click on the little dots and it's like a mine will explode.
Yeah, like on the old computers and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minesweeper or something.
Yeah, Minesweeper.
Minesweep. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Humanity is minesweep. Let these folks do what they do. They don't know. They don't know. Lord,
Nah.
forgive them, for they know not what they do.
They do.
Like when Christ said that, that was a bar.
That's a bar.
Crazy bar. Ooh, that was a crazy bar. Forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Hey, that's real
Hell.
shit.
I don't know what I'm doing.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, like, and that's the beauty in this shit. When you don't even, it's like, bro, it's like, but you have the confidence in knowing that you're going to where the fuck you trying to get to, like that destination. But you don't know how the fuck. That's what my thing is like. Just refine the standards, lower your expectations. Like what we say with Prakriti. Like you don't know how the fuck she gonna dish it out to you. You just know she gonna dish it the fuck out to you the way that it needs to be dished out.
I love her, and the fact that she operates so sporadically.
Yeah.
But this is where we get into spiritual authority. We don't let her act crazy.
Yeah.
Do whatever she want to do. Prakriti is gonna do whatever fits.
Yeah.
Right. Prakriti is gonna do whatever. But when we get to Purusha, when we get to spiritual authority, this is where we direct her flow. Mm-hmm. No, don't do that. No, do this. Money cometh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
money don't goeth. Money cometh. Right?
Yeah, no, real shit. And so that's the okay. And see, now that's the whole thing. Now I put this out here because me, like I told Trav when he had us doing the was it the magic phrase or I forgot which one it was, but
the miracle question.
The miracle question. I said, bro, I don't know if you intended this shit to be fucking shadow work, bro. But I'm sitting right here. Oh, okay. See, bro, that shit had me in tears and like real deal boohooing.
That's beautiful.
And like in a half a split second, I'm fucking hee ha and laughing because like I didn't know that my that I had this blockage or this trauma related to money related back to my fucking grandmother who got killed in 2001. I didn't know that it was I thought I was over and forgave her because she chose drugs. I thought I was over that. Thought I was done with it. I didn't know it still had a connection with money because she stole from me when I was young. So I had to hide my money from my granny as a kid. And you know what I'm saying? She chose the
Oh, wait,
same
wait,
shit.
wait, wait, wait. Think about like get yourself in that perspective. Like
Yeah.
y'all hear the words, but like feel it. You had to hide your money from your grandma. Like, bro, that's something else.
Yeah. That was
You
some
never had to go through that. You never had to go through that. But picture it. Please keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
so damn, you just took me back into it. Because I'm remembering, bro, like I used to have to hide into the VHS. You know, the VHS come in a box. You know what I'm saying? When you get your movies, I had the Ninja Turtle movie. You know what I'm saying? They used to watch Ninja Turtles and hide it, and that was my favorite movie. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I know I checked that every day. You know what I'm saying? But she'd come get that motherfucker, and she'd be missing for days. And I'm like, Mama, we gotta go find Granny. I'm a kid. You know what I'm saying? Mama, we gotta go find Granny, bring her home so she can take a bath. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that was my childhood growing up. And but like I never not loved her because like mama had to work 3 jobs.
yeah,
But Granny was there. But she'll go missing for a couple of days. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
But she'll go
Yeah.
missing for a couple of days when she get on her spree or going to smoke. You know what I'm saying? So going through that, bro, come to find out, I tied that in with my connection with money and money being evil. Listen, a nigga been in a cult for studying the cult for 10 years, don't think shit is evil no more. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Super occult, nigga
Mhm.
ain't evil, evil ain't real, nigga evil. Hell, nigga, that ain't real, nigga. Yeah, nigga, but you still think money is associated with people doing things that are associated with if people doing getting money, they don't have time for the people that they love or the things that they love. They're gonna take it and do things that pulls them away from the things that matter. And if you're not doing things, if you're not doing the things that you love or for the people that you love or for the things that matter, you're working with the opposite side of good. What's the opposite side of good? Evil, the devil. And what happened to people who do evil or devilish shit? They suffer. They deserve to suffer. If they deserve to suffer, where do they go when they die? They go to hell.
Mm.
I still had that shit in me, bro. I'm writing that as I'm feeling it, finishing that last little bubble, bro. I just bust out in tears, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Like when
And
you,
then
oh, go ahead.
now, and I'm gonna finish it up here, but I was like, I'm like, damn, Granny. Like I got an altar for my granny set up downstairs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that same
Okay.
little sweep, I go down there and holler at her like, I'm sorry, Granny. Like, I'm sorry, baby, but damn, I ain't know, Granny. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to her, I'm like, damn, Granny, like, I ain't even know. I thought I had been got over this and this and that.
Mhm.
You know what
Hey,
I'm
wait,
saying?
wait,
Because
wait, 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 wait. Spiritual authority. Do not ever approach Granny's altar with "I'm sorry." Do not ever
mm,
do that anymore from this day. Do not ever do it again.
say less.
Approach that altar with Granny. I appreciate everything you did for me, and I'm living it. I'm living it. I'm living on it. I'm living in it.
Mhm.
Thank you. No
Facts.
more I'm sorry. No more I'm sorry. And I'm not trying to say whatever, but like
No, I know what you mean. No,
step
you're
up,
right.
step up.
Yeah, facts. Now that is facts. And I didn't even put that into
Like
consideration.
right in front of me, I have the pictures of my oldest ancestors.
Hmm.
I have them up on my wall. And like if I'm doing something like, you know, not whatever like, but
Yeah.
they're up on my wall. No matter who sees it, if she sees it, whatever, but like I look at my ancestors with a mutual eye. Y'all
Yeah.
set the foundation for me. God bless it. Y'all set the foundation for me. I don't care if they was Christians. The one picture of my great great grandfather, he's playing the piano.
Hmm.
The one picture of my great grandmother, she's holding a baby, who is my great, who is my grandfather. I don't feel ashamed when I'm doing stuff in front of them.
Yeah.
They would be doing the same thing.
Same shit. Now I know where you're going. See, let me say this. Okay. because my shit would be in my room too. So I get where you was going with that. What's the name? So I feel the same way, especially knowing that they understand shit on that other side. Any
Yeah.
goddamn way, it's
That's
like
what panic. That's what
that's
Yeah.
panic
what.
said.
No, real shit. That right there. So now that I think about it in that aspect, because like you gave me some pointers, this whole time that I've been running back that day after we did that exercise, I never even noticed. Like I didn't see this is the thing. It'd be the subtle shit where you're not paying attention, where you're not doing the authoritative thing. I didn't know because I've never actually went to her altar and said, I'm sorry. But here we go. We got somebody on the outside who can pay attention, who sees the shit. You know what I'm saying? And be like, hey,
Oh.
this is what we talking about right here. Check this out. This is where the authority come in. Don't go it to the altar like that. And I'm like, damn, fuck. I know that, and that's right. Damn, I didn't even catch that. This is where that shit comes into play, where like you need folks like this, bro, to be able to put that shit in your face, bro. Because you wouldn't think. You don't walk
Yeah.
around authoritative and nigga. What about that
Bro,
little bit of part right there?
I'm trying to talk about spiritual authority, but like I know for a fact they not hearing me. Like I wanted to go live tonight. I wanted to. Like half of me wanted to make this private, but like I wanted to go live too because I know like they're not hearing me with this authority shit.
Mm.
They want to summon a demon. They want to spark a candle. They want to light an incense. They want to do a ritual, but it's like there is no demon, there is no curse or no spell that is higher than your spirit. And
When
once you get into contact with your spirit, all that other shit is undermined. Undermined. What does that word mean?
underneath.
Oh shit.
Like not there's not the most general, most spiritual practices that people are going to come in contact with, whether it's over the internet or in person, is it stays in that realm of, you know, interacting with demons and gods, and like it's that's so normalized about a lot of different teachings, or a lot of different teachers stay at that level. Like I told you before, like I've worked with uh, I've been in like Santeria with the Brujas and the shamans, but even then, like it's always stays at that level. Not everybody, or it takes a particular teacher, because everybody will talk about or touch on resonating with your soul, but nobody really understands it to the level, at least what you're teaching, and not everybody knows how to even teach it. It's a lot of generality. I would say that, at least that's what I see of like people just kind of touch on these things, but I would say like going through this course and like I always like the people. I don't really go in depth with like the people that's in my bubble, because they're just it's different realities. I can see the different bubbles and different realities that people are kind of playing their Sims characters under. But like now that I've went through this course and I've played, I've interacted with my soul. I've played pitter patter. I've experienced my soul multiple times, and being in the power, being in the energy, like it shifts my whole perspective. Like, oh, I get it now. Like,
You get it.
this is the source. Like this is
Yeah.
like this is the source. Like I
Yeah.
see how everything else comes from this. Like once again, this being at it and just and soaking it in, saturating myself of being just in the energy and the radiance of the authority of the soul. Like it makes everything else in the course make sense. Like it makes everything else of interacting with the demons and the gods and the candles. Is like, this is so irrelevant. It shifted the way that I even go about my rituals. It shifted the way that I go about my sigils. You already know, I still like it's evolving. Everything's evolving now that I've been able to see this at the peak. Like I went up to the mountain. I went to the highest elevation to look down. Of like, oh, and then as I come back down, it's like, okay, I got the sauce. Like now I know how to climb the mountain. Now I know the power at the top of the mountain. So once again, it shifts the way that I interact with these things. Like I don't really even give I give my love and respect to my ancestors. There's certain things that I work with, but like I don't even feel a need to once again to work with certain deities or certain or just to call on certain things. I don't need them. I already have I have everything that I need.
Right.
Hey.
They support you. They support you. Go ahead.
No, because that's powerful. Because like I've been telling, like a lot of people like to hit me up for like rituals and shit. Let's speak like Facebook family back home. So folks would like to hit up and ask about rituals and shit. Like I had a friend, and me and my friend, we came up in the streets together, so we gang banging and all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just end up having to leave, and I end up giving him like just a meditation method to tap into the subconscious. But this is why I don't even give rituals no more. But like because I'm telling you, some people are not equipped for this shit. It will fuck some people up because they
Yeah.
tapping
Oh
into their
no. Oh no.
subconscious and they don't know what the fuck it is. So like
Yeah.
I told, like he was half blood and half God. I'm not bullshitting. A very
Half
act.
half blood
Listen,
and half God.
half bloody God.
Listen, emphasize the story. Emphasize it. Let us feel it. Let us feel it.
This nigga was a active bloody God. I'm not bullshitting, but he's been a little bit what's the name? So he go to prison and I'm writing him, we chopping up, he come home and we on the same shit. He was like, you know what I'm saying? What up, God? We got this and this and this and that. Probably like around 2016, 2015. So we on the same shit. He know what time it is. But I'm leaving the streets. I'm already in Brother Panic by Behemoth and all this shit. And I'm already learning and I'm really heavy in this shit. But I end up telling him about like, okay, like take a meditative practice that I had learned here in Panic. Say just go back and recreate some of these moments you went through that you've been traumatized in. You know what I'm saying? Either replay them in a different light to where you come out the victor or whatever the case may be. And I'm teaching him about this. And bro, it had to be, I started driving truck. So time passed and there was a lot of beef going on in my city. And I'm on the road driving trucks, and he called me through another friend. So this is how we talk to each other. I know everybody can't talk to their friend. Like he called me like, yeah, bitch, you the reason. We talk like that. But he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, nah, bitch, you the reason. Yeah, I didn't tap into. I didn't find out that my great uncle, his great uncle, who he been channeling this nigga.
What?
But I'm not saying he's not, but he's under the illusion that like the niggas out there that's in the streets, them niggas is relative to who the niggas who got his uncle killed. So he's playing get back.
Oh.
Yeah.
AK-47,
Yeah.
church
Oh.
Yeah.
shoes, button up
Karma.
shirt in the middle of the
Karma.
fucking in the middle of our hood.
Karma.
Bro, come back. Hey, little Joe, you got it, bro. I'm in fucking Philadelphia right now. I can't come get him. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing I can do. He don't want to hear the shit I gotta say. He like, yeah, bitch, you the reason. Yeah, you taught me how to tap into that subconscious power. Like, that's it right there.
Oh
That dark side. I'm
man.
like, oh,
Oh
bro.
man.
My nigga crashed
Oh
out, and I
man.
feel responsible. And that wasn't even no real fucking ritual. But it is, but it's not. It's like, bro, sit with yourself and go through these traumas that you went through and redirect that energy, change that formula of what you experience. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, niggas can't, in general, not him, but
Yeah.
in general, like you can't get his shit. Everybody's not ready for that. And like
Yeah.
these past 2 or 3 years, bro, I ain't had to really set up an altar to do. Like I'm getting back to what you were saying, Milo. Like I ain't really had to work with a whole bunch of energies to get to shit to manifest into reality, bro. I really haven't. It'd be like damn near. I know how to take that intent, that emotion. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
No.
And then set up these signs and symbols around me and keep them flowing. And bro, that shit come through. Like
Yeah.
real shit. It's like so I even slowed down like on my YouTube channel. That's what I'm telling. I'm like, bro, I'm just focusing on getting the mind right. Let's talk
Yeah.
about the mind. So we, you know what I'm saying? These talk with shooting books, try to put a nigga on.
Yeah.
Don't kill Darshawn, try to put a nigga on. You feel what I'm saying? Like stalking a wild pendulum, we still reading. Like, let's get the mind right. You know what I'm saying? Now that I understand there's more,
So much more.
so much more to understanding the layers of the mind because I didn't know this. All I knew was conscious mind, subconscious mind, and a little bit maybe unconscious mind. That's it. Signs and symbols, trauma, repetition.
Yeah.
That's what I knew about the mind. I didn't know the manas. I didn't know the shita. I didn't know the
Yeah.
kara. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know the Buddhist. I didn't know what the fuck these things were. And I didn't, and I'm thinking the higher self is outside of manifest, nigga, that's hard. Like, after reading this shit, like, bro, that's why I say, bro, I gotta salute this nigga Trav. That's why every
Yeah.
video, because I'm coming from the streets, we give respect to those who did it before us and put us up old game. Niggas always shouting their OGs out or shouting their homies out or free so and so and
I
so,
love
so and so.
that.
How the fuck I'm
Yeah.
gonna do this shit and be learning this shit from this nigga and I can't? I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to speak this nigga name
Yeah,
because it's a
you're always in my
respect
prayers.
thing.
You're always in my prayers. Whenever I'm doing that, I'm sending energy out. There's certain people, there's certain things that I'm charging. Like you are in my prayers. I always make sure you get a little spirit bomb.
Could drop a spirit bomb on his ass.
But I didn't like. It's just crazy just hearing that whole story. Like I'm really understanding. At least this course has showed me the power and label of definitions. And I told Travis of like it helped me perfect my meditations of ascending. And it gets to when I got to the point of labels and definitions, and like I'm seeing like just like one like when Travis talks about seeing us as like the skin, like as a skin, like as the Fortnite skin, like my soul is wearing the skin suit or the skin of Milo as I'm running around as a Sims character, and like as I'm like ascending and I'm rechanging the stats and I'm adjusting my labels of definitions from the top down. Just listening to that story, like just I forgot because I'm so disattached from a lot of people's realities. And my mom had a similar incident when I was trying to help her, work through her trauma and like having her redefine certain labels and definitions of what she associates with certain experiences. But but once again, like you can't give that every like it took a lot of coaching. Like it's my mom, so I'm gonna spend time coaching her through this. But like now I'm seeing like if I just told like when I try not to go off the deep end when I talk to regular folks because I can see what they're going through and like I get like if you adjust certain things, but I don't me personally I don't want to be told I don't have the time or be accountable for holding their hand through this. But like I'm seeing like a lot of this stuff comes with you need to have a refined mind. Like this just isn't. Not everybody can just be wielding this or just jumping in and out or just dipping their toe in and then like their whole reality can turn into something devastating without them even knowing, because once again there's a lot of I'm seeing this now, there's a lot of power and level of definitions and redefining certain things at the higher level can really reshape your reality, and I'm enjoying it. And like a lot of times I want to share the power in it. But once again, like I've learned to really stay the quiet magician because some of the stuff it just isn't for everybody. But like once again, it just reminded me of just like when I was helping people out and doing the whole labels and definitions. It's just crazy how like you give somebody a little bit of light or a little bit of power to kind of shift their reality and how they can run with it in a total different
way, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
bro,
yo, so if I
ungrounded.
Could say
I got a
something,
couple crash outs. I got
somebody-
a couple crash outs, and like I didn't know what that word meant. Like they kept saying it around me. You know what I'm saying? I don't pay attention to this shit, but like, man, I got a couple crash outs. I know one of them I helped. Like, bro, you don't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. Like, come on, man. There's more to yourself. You're valuable. You have talent. You have skill. Like you don't have to throw your life away just because somebody said something or somebody did something. I thought it was just because we was playing Fortnite. I'm about to crash. But it's like, no, it took me a while to like learn, like, no, this is a lifestyle. They ready to give it all.
Yeah.
Bro, like you got something else to live for. Like, regardless of what you think of me, like, you have something in you that's more than what you're trying to give away. Come on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Sir.
So like, man, I know I kind of been quiet this whole time, but it's like for me when I interact with people, and it's like I used to always think like if I could think of however it is that I think and I could figure the things out that I figure out, I really had to come into like an understanding of like my own experiences is what's going to allow me to understand whatever it is that I I'm saying I go through. So like now I just accept that everybody outside of me is just who they're going to be. So you got to kind of show me, and depending on how the conversation goes, it allows me to see whatever it is that the level of conversation that I need to keep with them. And now, like for my loved ones and things like that, and my friends or whatever it is, the case is a little different depending on how I read the situation. If something to me feels like I need to say something, or if I don't. But for the most part, I know people, like I used to be like, damn, they don't know no better, but like it wasn't good enough. And so I felt like a part of my ego would make me, well, not make me, but like I would say something, but like I really understand they don't know no better because of like it's just a lot of variables that could be a reason why. And so like it made things easier for me to go through when I see people display a lot of things, and I try my best to practice non-attachment because
Yeah.
of like I'm not really advanced as I would say I would want to be, but I'm not beating myself up about it. Like even with the courses and the modules and everything like that, like I like I think from everything that I've been through, like knowing that something from my own experiences has something internal like inside of me that I can feel and sense when it's uh how can I say this? Like it's like when I feel like I'm doing things that when I put a lot of effort into it since I've started this spiritual journey, like my mind really like my reality really reflects my thoughts. The things that I work towards, I like you can like I mean I can't really say I manifested intentionally, but I got
Are you doing it? Claim
so
it.
like
Claim
For
it.
real.
right. So when I start to see this, it makes me think about the things that Travel's talking about with the spiritual authority because of
Mhm.
everything that it is that we have going on around us. And I'm trying to differentiate what is it something from me from my baseline, like what is naturally me from the things that could have been traumas or the things that are playing factors in my life, and then the resistance and the distractions that have been popping up. And I know what they are. And I'm not gonna lie, even lately, like I still feed into it a little bit because like I still want to enjoy myself, but at the same time, I'm staying consistent and I'm not letting myself fall off. But I'm holding myself accountable because of everything that I have going on and what I know, like in my mind, to know that this work is something real. Like I was
Yeah.
conversing with one of my homeboys the other day, and he was having a hard time. You know what I'm saying? Like having something that was emotionally hard for him to get over. And I know he doesn't like do the do what what it is that we do to work ourselves through whatever it is. So
Uh,
like chat popped out.
yeah, I kicked. I think it's his internet.
Oh, okay. Because it said recording. Stop.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think yeah.
but
Uh,
what I'm saying
Go
is
ahead, bro.
when my boy he ended up going through whatever it is he was going through, all I could do was give him the best advice that I would feel would help him get through whatever it was. And like, I mean, I gave him like a good bit of food for thought, but you know what I'm saying? It helped him get through whatever it was. And like, it's just, I don't know where I was really going with this, but I'm just saying like everything within our experiences tie us. Like, I truly believe that, like with everything we do, like if we just believe in ourselves and be confident enough and not be so hard on ourselves because like we feel like we're falling behind or whatever it is, or we feel like we could be doing more because that right there should be the initiative to be able to do more or to manage time goals and or manage our time or whatever it is.
there we go.
He just came back in, bro.
Yeah, I see. Okay. But it's just like, with the experiences are key. And I'm really understanding that. But I really understand within myself. And so when I see like Magnosis, I'll be popping in, I'll be checking your lives. Like, you know what I'm saying? It might not be when you live, but like I check your shorts and everything like that. Like
Much
I try to
love,
get
bro.
my information from, yeah, for sure. And I try to get my information from anywhere like, that I
See, that's
can.
how that's how it supposed to be, bro.
Right, right.
Real shit. Because let me say this because my bad. Go ahead, bro. Hell no, bro. Because you flowing. Go ahead.
Oh, nah. I was just saying though, like it just really feel like, what I'm saying. I know that a lot of the time, like even with this live, like I was quiet for so long, and I know a lot of people have a amazing things to offer, but it just be so many different things and how to voice yourself because this whole time I'm like hearing everything you guys have to say, but I'm just like, yo, I'll take it in. And then it's just like the more you guys started like hitting hard on good points, I was like, damn, like if I get off this live and I don't feel like I've voiced myself, no matter how we come
Th-
out, You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad at myself. Like, what is that? Was that something of a trauma that I didn't address? Or like, so
Yeah.
it's just, yo, forget it. I'm gonna eat that and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna push through. And so like, and then like the resistance, I could have took it as like, this is how the mind plays games. When I was just about to say something, Travis had started saying something. I said, let me wait it out. And then I voiced myself. And so now it's just so many different things and so many like ways that our minds can like really go, and it just shows how powerful we are within ourselves, and just believing in ourselves and knowing that and having that confidence getting through whatever it is, because I know people won't be able to, like, you can give them the same kind of information we get, and the same time you explain something to me, it may not be what you understand, but I know what is going to work for me and how it works for me. So it's just like, that's what also lets me know that everybody's not going to be on, no matter if I want to help them, even if I try, like maybe they might not even get, because of how their mind works. And you can tell, because the more you work on yourself, you can tell within other people's behaviors, like, and all that just shows you. So like, I mean, I know that ultimately I don't want to reincarnate, but if I reincarnate, fuck it. But like, if you know what I'm saying, I'm doing the work. All I can say is that I'm doing what I can, and this is what it's supposed to be. As long as I'm aware of it, I was always supposed to be doing this, and that's kind of
Hey,
where I just want to voice.
no, D, I'm gonna tell you something, because I was one of them niggas who like, bro, hell no, I ain't coming back to this motherfucker no more. I ain't coming back no more. But it dawned on me right before I ran to Trav Page and I started paying attention to Trav Page this year. I was reading a Gore 2 book, and something just dawned on this when I told Trav, if y'all watch my YouTube, I talk about these when I first heard of the three Gunas. Like something, bro, I caught immediate enlightenment when I read about these fucking three things, bro. Immediately, my attachment to, like, I'm already tapped in, but like, so my attachment wasn't heavy, but like another level of attachment left me, bro. And it got to the point like, you know what, bro? I used to care about not reincarnating, but it's like, or I used to want to try to get a past life reading. Man, hey, the shit I do know about my past life, great. The shit that I don't know, fuck that shit, bro. Because the only one that matters is this one right here, fool. Like, you run around trying to remember what you did. Motherfuckers can't remember their dreams that they had last night, fool. We trying to fucking go back lives, nigga? You trying to go back live, nigga? Like Travis fucking lives? Like his lives he got going right now, you want to run back through all of them? You can't, bro, fuck that shit, bro. Focus on what the fuck we got going now. Like, and how the fuck you gonna tap in? Because, bro, there's no way I'm just calling him D. The way that he's speaking, that he ain't already went through some shit in his past life to be able to even be in this type of setting. Nigga, people
Yeah.
they can't even conceptualize or bear this long with this type of conversation fucking happening. But they gotta, you know what I'm saying? What you said, or what's the name? So did you try the lasagna? It's my favorite. Right. You try the lasagna, but what about the game last night? You see the game? Like, nigga, you
D
paid
fam,
money to be in this. Come on, man.
D
Nigga,
fam.
you
Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Like straight up. Listen to everything that was said, and I'm gonna say what's awkward and what's weird. You brought the masculine aspect, and I'm gonna tell you this, man. I love you. I love you, and I thank you for being honest, for being open. Like, you're not alone by any stretch. You're surrounded by people who feel the same way. And what this small group is coming into is something that is strange and weird and disrespected. So I want to tell you first and foremost, I love you and I thank you. And I am wishing for your progress. I'm wishing, looking forward to, and hoping for the best that you can be. Not just because you bought my course.
Gratitude.
I'm gonna send you some love too, D fam. Real shit, bro. I feel the same way Trav do, bro. Cause I hear it in you, bro.
Like
Right.
Yeah, like
I hear it.
It's a fire in his voice, right? It's a
Yeah.
fire. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
I
telling you, bro.
appreciate y'all, man, for real. For real. I really do. You know, a lot of things I've been ignorant to through the embarrassments, through the cringes, everything that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just cause you, like, when you actually start reflecting and realizing you want to just be that better version of yourself. And I got a lot of things still going on right now that I want to take care of, but it's prioritizing and taking what's important. So like for you guys to tell me that, that's another thing. What I mean by with that mind thing, like you get what it is when you need it, just like how the student receives the
Ooh.
master when he
Mhm.
needs it, because it's just like man, it's just like that's what I mean. Like if I never voiced myself, how was I ever going to get any of this, you know? And so like man, I just hope that everybody can find it in themselves to know that they have that same, you know, whatever you want to call it, power. If they have that same, that whatever it is in them that they if they looking for it, they can find it because that same way, like try say, you know, the same way that we look for these things are looking for us. So, you know, I appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying? So I express my gratitude.
No, for sure, bro. See, and that's the thing, like dealing with it. It's like, bro, like my thing be like, refine your standards. Make sure you standing on principles and then lower your expectations because, bro, the human ego mind gonna try to identify a way that it has to come. You don't know how this shit gonna come, bro. When I say how, but you know it's coming. You see what I'm saying? Like you didn't know, like you gonna wake up today and it's gonna be the maybe you didn't, you know what I'm saying? Wake up today and it's gonna be the time that you voice it and you get no way Papa or my Gnosis and Milo in trap. You know what I'm saying? Sending that. You don't know which way this shit gonna come, bro. But this shit coming though. You see what I'm saying? This shit coming. You know what I'm saying? You know you're gonna get it, but you don't know which way it's gonna come. Sometimes I let that shit go, like fuck that shit. Like I know it's coming. Cause like I don't know if that's because I'm a cancer or what the fuck it is, but like I'm always in my head. I used to rap too. So doing rap music, you start to become a perfectionist. You try to perfect the way that it has to come out of it. Don't turn out the exact way I heard the song in my head. It's trash. But I go play it around somebody else, and they be like, "Bro, that's the video you got to shoot next, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that's gonna be the one." I'm like, "Bro, I fucking hate this song." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like,
yeah.
bro, it's like, nah, bro. Like all the rappers that tell you the same thing. They didn't know that was gonna be the hit. You see what I'm saying? They know they rapping to be a big star, but they don't know the way it's gonna fucking come out.
I mean, like the biggest thing that like I took away from everything you were sharing, like I don't even think like you're not even behind because you may feel like you're behind, but you're not. Like
Facts.
like
Facts.
because you're able to identify patterns. You understand where you're trying to go and where you're trying to be. That's to me like that's what differentiates the more conscious mind than the NPC. Is just you
Facts.
can identify patterns. What patterns am I in that's resulting in the reality that I'm experiencing? But because you're in this class and you can already see it, like you know what you're doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and at least for me, like if you know what your end goal is, if you know your desired reality, what is the life or what is the reality that you're trying to become, and you work backwards. Okay, if I'm trying to become a millionaire, what are the certain thought patterns? What are the procedures do I need to entertain every day? And if you know what patterns that needs to be disrupted, you know what patterns that needs to be stopped, and then you can identify or even like you get the downloads of like, okay, maybe this is the patterns and the mindset that I need to put into my daily practice. If you do it enough, you'll slowly start to alter, and those patterns that you know you need to disassociate with or you need to release because they're not serving the reality you're trying to experience. They will be released and you'll start to integrate. But once again, like you can see it. Like I think this is what the thing that difference just normal folks is just they cannot comprehend or even have the awareness to see the patterns that they're stuck in, which is resulting in the experience that they're having. And they're usually like it's an experience that they do not like or they don't want, but they don't have enough awareness to be like, okay, maybe I should stop doing one or two things, one or two of these things, and start to do a few other things, and then I might be where I want to be. So because you're here, you can identify it. Now, all you need to do is give yourself grace and time. It takes time. It takes grace and time to really to unwind certain patterns and unwind certain procedures and then build upon something new. So, like because you're here, because you're interacting, because you want to change, it's going to happen. You just got to give yourself enough time to let reality catch up.
Hey, no,
Yeah,
that's
no,
key what
no
Milo
doubt. Yeah,
said. You
yeah, no,
gotta
for sure. Yeah,
them patterns, bro. Is the pat. That's what occultists do, bro. We see the subtle patterns. That's what the fuck that's what the shit is all about, bro. It's peeping the patterns and being able to work these patterns in your fucking favor, bro. That's it, bro. That's it.
Yeah, Travis already
Go.
knows. Like I always talk about the dance. Like, what is the dance you're trying to have with the universe? Like to me, it's like we all our desired reality, what we're experiencing and what we're expressing into the universe is a song. So whether you get up and you go to the warehouse and you eat Taco Bell and you drive home and you listen to your music, that's a song that you're playing to the universe, that you're dancing. You're dancing with your soul to the expression that you're pouring out. But the thing is, at any moment in time, you can change the song. And I think this information, it brings in a new tune. So this stuff is like, not everybody can hear this, not everybody can catch it, but you can, this information can lead to like, oh, I like that song. And you start to integrate, like you start to integrate and change up your tune to how you want to dance to this game of life. Like, and that's how I see it. That's how I experience it. That's how I stay in a state of play. And maybe you can, once again, like I Travis knows, like I envision myself when I ascend, when I talk about playing with my soul, like people don't get it, but I see it as a dance. And because I'm a masculine male, like me and my soul, like we're separated right now. We're separated. Like there's enough stuff, in this dense reality. But as I ascend, when I get to the point where I need to shed my humanity, it's easier for me to identify and see my soul as a feminine force, and I can shed my humanity, and I'm just this masculine force. And then I dance with this force. I dance with this energy, and as we come in close, I breathe her in, and then I become one with this light. And from experiencing and seeing this, like I'm doing this up in the higher planes, and I come back down. It's like, oh, like the whole point, like there you can put value, or like you can define your life however you want, but at the end of the day, to me, it's just we are here in this very limited time and space to do this dance with the universe.
Milo, hold on, Milo. Wait a minute. Whoa, you gonna put me out of business? Wait a minute.
There's no right or wrongs to it.
You just dropped so many gems, like,
man, I'm talking about.
Ooh. Wait a minute.
I'm just trying to spark something of like, this is the aha moments that maybe it might spark something to somebody else, and they're interpreted how they may. But at the end of the day, like, do not beat yourself up. Don't be super hard on yourself, because it's just like when you get out of the game of the Sims, the matrix that we're all running around in, at the end of the day, we are just compassionately doing this lovely dance with our soul. And that's just the point. Like there's no pressure. You know, that had to be hard on yourself. Like there's all this extra stuff that we put on ourselves. At the end of the day, when you shed it, when you release all this, when you shed all this baggage, you see the beauty of like, oh, this can be fun. This can be light. This can be beautiful. And if I can plant that seed of if I've never danced with my soul, and I heard this, and I'm like, oh, I want to have the experience, and just like I'm hoping just to be able to plant the seeds, or just be light, give yourself grace, and you'll ascend, and you'll have that moment, you'll have that aha moment of like, having that big I'm trying to think of a word, the big dance. you end up at the.
But no, see that shit. Oh, go ahead, D.
No, I was gonna say, that was a hell of a right there, yeah, for sure.
Give yourself grace.
That's that I was gonna go back to, bro. That grace, bro. You gotta give it. Like, I hit that point. I hit one of them points this year. It was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Because my mindset has always been, since I got into this shit, it's like, bro, everything works in my favor, bro. I'm talking about like, bro, I can run this car off the fucking bridge. I swear to God, I don't give a fuck what's gonna happen in between that time that I go off that bridge and I hit the water or whatever. I bet this shit work in my favor. Like, I live my life like that. That's the whole Bobby Hemming orange soda, heal yourself shit. I adapted that mindset, bro. Like, once I adapted that mindset, I swear to God, bro, I can't remember the last time I've been mad, bro.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for a long time, bro. I'm talking about, has shit happened that's been that seems like it's a blockage or got in my way? Like, hell the fuck yeah, I'm human. We living in this shit, but it's like it hasn't been anything that's made me like, bro, fuck this shit, I'm finna crash out. I ain't had nothing like that in a long fucking time, bro. It's been a long time.
Yeah, for sure. So, like go ahead, my bad.
Nah, shit, I'm gone, bro. Go ahead. I want to hear you, bro.
Nah, it's just like when I catch myself getting out of character, like I do pretty good at keeping myself composed, but it's like when I get myself out of character, like doing something just like I don't mind helping like family or whatever it is. Like let's say like y'all work for instance, and the fucking grass is like 3 feet tall, like literally. And the damn, I got nothing but a push mower, and I'm just going back and forth, and I'm just trying to do my best to damn beat the rain and all that, because you know what I'm saying. I'm getting frustrated, and I'm having these crazy thoughts, like not nothing like reckless towards any of the family, but it's just like you know. And then I catch myself, and then I'm just like, why am I thinking like this? And I'm trying to like really understand that, and then I'm trying to like transmute that, or like just trying to like completely
That's
change what that is, because it's a real frustration. But
yeah.
I'm telling myself I have everything in myself to be able to, and this, I ain't gonna lie, this shit was recent, but I'm just saying like it's just like, you know, like really trying to like understand myself when I get out of character, because it's like I can do everything that I'm doing, but until I'm faced with something, then it's actually testing whatever it is that I've been working for, like working on within myself. That's when I really like, you know, like that's when I gotta really have my awareness.
If I could touch on this, that means you're in the process of growth. So like you have a current vibration that you have a vibration that you're always resonating at, and when you're trying to raise your vibration, you're trying to have a better, just a different, higher reality. Your things are coming out of balance. And like the universe is going to G-check you as you're like you're literally like a pimple popping up of like what's going on. You resonate at a certain frequency. You've been at this forever. What do you mean you're trying to have a better thought pattern? You're trying to have a better desired reality. So like you have to see these G-checks. I call them G-checks. The universe is going to gangsta check you. Like, it's going to fucking happen. Like it's going to fucking happen. But like this is when your framework is tested, and like if you feel like you're just constantly being tested, you're constantly being thrown these random fucking things, that means you're on the path to a higher elevation. And this is, you just have to maintain whatever your framework that you define of whatever you're trying to become, and you have your framework of the way you interact. If you can hold that during these moments of G checks, eventually the universe will be like, okay, you good, you passed. Like, this is
My
your
bad,
new current state.
Yeah.
This is your current state. And the higher you go, the more you have to expect to be G checked. And this is when you have to really learn how to reinforce your framework. And this class has really helped me with that. Like it really helped me understand it. Yes. Right. If you can come at it with your chest puffed out, like, nah, like this is the real me. This is the frequency that I'm resonating at, universe. And the universe is going to be like, all right, bro, my bad. You got it. Here's the shit that comes with that. And if you can just maintain that long, it's a game. And I gave this analogy, this metaphor, the traveler when it hit me. So this is a big thing I can give everybody. So like you have to see like your perception of reality, the way you look out is like a printer. You're the printer looking out. When you have a certain desired reality that you want from the universe, I want to be a millionaire. I want this car. I want this girl. Whatever the reality that you want, the universe is like, okay, cool. And it's printed it out. But it takes fucking time. And your framework, you're the printer. You have to maintain your framework. You have to maintain the printer long enough for the fucking paper to come out. It takes time for the universe to shift things around. So if you're being triggered or you're falling apart, you're fucking the paper's getting jammed. Your desired reality is being jammed, and if it gets so bad, it's gonna have to start over. So like you have to just maintain this long enough as this fucking as it comes out, and if you can maintain it long enough, you'll get the paper or the reality that you wanted. At least that's how I'm understanding these things. So once again, like you have to give yourself time, patience, and understand like it takes time for the paper to be printed from the universe. But if you want it long, if you really do want it, you have to maintain it and hold it, and you'll get it. So I don't know if that helps, but like that's been like the metaphor that's been like at least that's how I see manifestations. That's how I see manifestations. It takes time for this shit to come out. Because if you think about it, if we were given what we wanted in a blink of an eye, if the universe was able to shift things as soon as we wanted, think about how often your mind wonders, how often you think all kind of things. Like that would be horrible. Like if you really think, like if you really wanted a reality where I get what I wanted in an instant, you wouldn't want it.
That's
so like
why this human shit Motherfucker told me like it's a blessing. It's actually your ass need to be happy you got a human mind and take time from that thought until when that motherfucker come into existence. Because you don't want that type shit.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want everything that you think the random things
Man.
that pop in your head.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
that's for sure. Yeah.
So it takes time. It takes time to be prepared to be G-checked. Maintain that framework. Let the universe print out that fucking long ass piece of paper or whatever you wanted, and enjoy it.
Because not real shit. Because that's how this shit end up. That's levels of shadow work too, bro. It's like, bro, once you get once you get used to them G checks, bro. Because like my whole the way that I talk is so fucked up. I'd be like, man, come on, bitch, you ain't running me. You can't tell me what to do, bitch. Like, come on, ho. Like, because that's how me and my close friends talk, and my father and his friends talk. So it passed down to us. I'm like, come on, bitch, you ain't. Come on, bitch. Like, I had those conversations with myself. Like I was telling you, like, even if because before I started this course, I was trying to quit smoking vapes, bro. I've been on vapes for like 3 years straight. Like that shit. Some just say, bro, I'm fucking done. So I talked to it like that. I talked to the addiction like that. And I had a movie run through my head, right? But I imagined the movie like a film stream, like a stream of the film. Yeah. And I just burnt and I just watched that shit slowly burn, bro. So every time I have a negative thought, I imagine that image burning up, bro. I just imagine the whole scenario just burn up. Now I'm gonna tell you, this got me out of jail. I'm gonna say this. I don't think I said it yet. This is why I got La Santisa Santa Muerte behind me. 2016, a lot of street shit going on. And I'm into this occult shit, but I'm still in the streets, bro. So I'm riding around with pistols. One of my homies got killed. It's really fucked up in my hometown. I'm not on it, but I'm on it at the same damn time. Like, cause I live in it.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
So we end up getting pulled over by the police. We all got guns in the car. I got my gun, my homie got his, and another one got his. Police pull us over, drawing down at gunpoint, pull us out, bag us out, guns to our head, all this and that. They lock us up. Everybody take their charge. They put us in the back seat. I immediately close my eyes and go into a state, because it's all about imagination, right? Mm-hmm. I create this scenario in my head while I Santisa Santa Muerte come through in all black and just chopping shit up, like looking like kind of like what Trav look like right now. Imagine Trav coming through that motherfucker and just like chopping the goddamn cars in half, bro. Chopping the handcuffs in half. Just running through them all like Next thing you know, we going to jail. They took our ass to jail for them goddamn guns. Well, there's nothing we could do about it. But we get down there, bro. Long story short, the magistrate said, I don't even know why they pulled y'all over. You're getting out of jail, no bond. I'm like, hold up, like you're not gonna give me no bond? Like, I gotta stay. She's like, no, there's no bond. We're just gonna release you. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, and you know what I'm saying? I couldn't explain it to my homie, Long Live QP, bro. Like, I couldn't explain it to them back then. They wouldn't understand it. Because that's not my first time using, you know what I'm saying? This image, just taking the image of whatever the fuck the scenario is, bro, and doing whatever the fuck you want to do with it to create that reality. And I'm telling you, when that emotion, when that intent, so fucking powerful, bro, and that authority. I didn't say, please, Santisa Santa Muerte. I said, hey, bitch. I said,
yeah, right. Okay.
Like, hey, bitch, straight up.
I was gonna ask, but here we go.
Listen, John. I said, hey, bitch, straight up. You know I can't be going to jail at this point because I'm getting my CDL license. I'm going to school for this shit. So this is my ticket out the streets to get my CDL. I'm like, bitch, come on. Like, bitch, would you close my eyes? Bitch and everything, bro. We know the bitch is a divine word anyway. We should.
Right.
So I talk to it like that, the way that I would talk to anybody that talk to their energy like that. And well, goddamn, no bond. You're getting out for free. You and your friend. Can't get your guns back though, but you know, you little niggas gone. Your niggas gone. And I was like, what the fuck? Like nobody understood it.
So I have a question. So how has everybody's experiences with like states have been, or just like putting yourself in a state, or just because like my whole perception and understanding of states shifted and understanding like the power of going in and out of states. But I'm just curious of like Have anybody been able to really identify any like positive or negative states? Because I have some obvious ones to point out, but I'm curious what's been everybody else's experience.
Me.
I wouldn't say so much like that. I've been like, I think the further I get in the course, the more I'll be able to, because I like to take my time to really like thoroughly understand what it is, like through the elements, because I'm trying to see exactly the reason why, these the correspondences and the attributes of what the elements have to them, so I can determine, like, in the course, it talks about how we see what it is that, plays the major factors in our life. So I'm just trying to really understand more of these elements so I know what I and how to guide what I'm trying to achieve as well. So like, and I mean, to always assert my authority, and just knowing where to, and if there is something that I am trying to work with, knowing what to work with that's known for being that symbolic, elemental kind of energy or whatever it is that I'm trying to use to tap into my subconscious to be able to get to what it is that I'm doing. So like, it's just, I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of with this course already that has just like brought so much to me. But I mean, as far as like, whatever it, which
Yo. First of all, first and foremost, do you rap or do you sing?
who, me?
Yeah, you.
I mean, I've been known to dabble, but I mean nothing like I would
Dabble.
recommend.
Ain't no dabble. Do you work or do you not work?
Yes, yes, I do. I freestyle. I love music. I love singing karaoke, but I don't got the most beautifulest voice. But I mean, to me,
Fuck
it's
that shit. Yes, you do have the most beautifulest voice. There's a certain quality in your voice that is hypnotic. Um, I don't feel I don't care what nobody has to say. There's a certain quality in your voice that is hypnotic. So if you do use your voice as an art style, lean into it, maximize it, first and foremost. Secondly, bro, just watch these videos and take them seriously. Don't say like, "Oh, I got to do this first or that first." Go through this course.
Mhm.
Go through the course. The videos that I've structured are specifically lined up in such a way that it's to hit certain angles in your subconscious mind to convince you that you are in power, right? That you are in power. I'm not gonna put you in a position to where it's like, oh, I can't do it. This ain't me. I
Right.
failed. Like I'm showing you that like you got this already. Go through it. And going back to the fact that you have a voice, when I speak of spiritual authority in this course, it has everything to do with the voice. So those of us who have made a career out of music, rapping, singing, whatever, doing YouTube videos, those of us who have made a career out of speaking, you know that what you say creates reality. Like, that's not a talent or a skill. Like, that's a God-given gift. We got to use that on purpose. We got to use it on purpose. So what that means is you from this day forward, you can no longer be speaking some nonsense. You can no longer be speaking something that does not resonate with where you're trying to go.
That
Those are Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm finna speed back into them states because that's what I learned. Like during this, when I found like hearing my higher self speak. I've heard the voice before. What the rhythm? I caught
Yeah.
on to the rhythm. I don't remember what the fuck it was saying. I caught the rhythm,
Yeah.
and the rhythm put me back in some diamond in the back in the sunroof, ain't with the gangster lean.
Yeah.
Ooh, real shit. That's what I felt, and I was in my meditation. I'm like, that's the motherfucker. That's him right there. That's him. Get his ass. Like, get him. That's him. Like, that's the.
Yes.
Once I hit that state, I start picking up the rhythm. Now, check this out. Now, bro, when I'm showering, because I make a shower a ritual. I make my brushing my
Right,
teeth,
right, right, right,
hitting all that. I
right,
mean,
right,
I'm
right,
getting
right.
better with that. I didn't always do that. I started back praying over my food, bro. Coming out of that Christian shit, what we thinking?
Yeah.
I started back praying.
Do it all. Yeah.
I'm doing all that shit again now. And I'm catching, it's almost like how he brought up in the Stalking the Wild pendulum. Like how when it swings, you catch that, like you catch that little point right there, that point of stillness right there. Catch that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you catch it, bro. It's this feeling I feel from like the top of my head, bro, all the way down to my solar plexus, right up under a nigga nutsack. I feel it. I'm telling you, bro. And it's like, that's it. I keep catching. I'm doing it daily, like, bro, that's it. That's it. That's the state. Like, that's the state that they talking about in this fucking stalking. That's the state that's been talked about, period. I'm catching the fucking state, bro, and it's happening now more than fucking ever. Also,
It's beautiful. It's
it
beautiful.
really started once shout out to Trav with this right here.
Oh yeah.
Bro, this tower shooting, I would not stop pushing Cosmic P with this book. Thank you, my nigga. Trav. Real shit. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like this ain't no whole instant enlightenment with just fucking reading it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't even get to the meditation practice, bro. Just reading that shit, bro. It's gonna take you there. So
I mean, I try to practice the meditation. Like I don't know exactly, like my visuals ain't like that, but like when they talk about giving gratitude to your guru for being able to even be able to do the practice.
Oh, so you on the top of
gratitude to Trav. Yeah, I give gratitude to Trav. I give gratitude to, I think it's Janananda Saraswati.
Yeah,
and like even like I'm gonna keep it a band. I give gratitude to Alora. I don't know if you guys know, but she
that's who I listen to. That's why I listen to my head when I do the meditation.
Yeah, she had guided meditation, and so like shout out to Alora because she, you know what I'm saying? Like I give gratitude to them because it's just like they really are the reason why I'm able to practice, and I've come a long way. And like I ain't gonna lie, I was doing it every morning, and then I would get home, and then I tried different ways of doing it. And I'm not gonna lie, like I've slacked. I mean, I meditate, but like I slack, but like every time I pick right back up, there's something different. And even though I may not be visualizing what I'm thinking I'm going to, there's a different kind of thought process, like a process going on that I'm understanding something different of whatever it is that I'm doing. It's, I don't know if I can articulate it, but it's
there you are.
Yeah. But check this out. These latent periods, though, when we have these latent, bro, listen, over the years of doing this shit, I know everybody on here gonna be able to attest to this. Over the years of doing this shit, you be going so hard, you be learning so much, you get so much information into the conscious mind. But guess what? That subconscious. Check this out, player. Give me a couple more weeks, player. I got you. You come back, you get your dope. Your dope will be ready for you. You know what I'm saying? It'll be ready for you, player. So sit your ass down and let me do what I do, and I'm gonna formulate the images that can resonate with you, the metaphors that Milo been using. You know what I'm saying? He getting these metaphors because over the year he done had latent periods we all done had where we think we ain't doing shit, and we think the magic ain't working or something, and like, what the fuck is this? But that motherfucker working, bro. It's formulating what it needs to be formulated so you can get it with your conscious mind. So the fact that you trying to get it, bro, I'm not saying that you don't know this. I know you know this. Even if you saying you don't know this, you know it because we can hear it. We hear it.
It's in you.
So that shit gonna pop up like, what the fuck? That's it. That's them. What the fuck? What the fuck? That's what it's gonna be, bro. And I'm telling you, bro, I wouldn't choose this shit for nothing over the world, bro.
Yeah.
This shit right here, bro.
That's what I mean.
I'm like, it seems cool to be a super rapper, but I choose this shit over any goddamn thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, because it's like, damn, bro. But it's, man, I don't even want to tell that one, but
no,
I know we all want to jump in. We all want to jump in, but let me say this: respect and love. Respect and love. No way, Pop. Peace and greetings. Peace and thankfulness. I love you.
Love you, my guy.
Milo. I love you. Thank you for your enthusiasm. No, seriously, like the fire that you bring ignites me when I feel like taking a break. When I feel like taking a break, it's not when I need to take a break. It's because, oh, Trav, you've been working too hard. You need to chill out and just play The Sims, play some Fortnite, and just and bro, when I play Sims and Fortnite, that's days of my time. I don't sleep, bro. When I'm on Fortnite, I gotta get them like when I'm on The Sims. When I'm on The Sims, 3-4 days no sleep. But I wanna give thanks to both of y'all because like I asked for 10 people because like I wanted the students to like really give what they've learned, but the two of you I give thanks for. And what I want to say is like the two of you, and I knew this would work out perfectly because it always does. I have no choice but for perfection. Listen to me. I have no choice but for perfection. Milo, what did you say? My elementals can only win. What did you say? No. You said you gave me a quote. Do I need to grab the paper?
Yeah,
Let me grab the paper.
He said, "Do I need to grab the paper?"
So I am highly detailed. I take a lot of notes. I journal, like I journal my meditations, my dreams, my after, like I do even like my aha moments, even for like my one-on-ones with Trask, any little moments that I have, I write them down. So like one of the things I got on my morning run. So if you can't if you can't meditate, like go if it's going out on a morning run, like don't listen to anything, being out in the elements and just clear, giving your higher self the space and the opportunity to talk to you. I cannot recommend that enough. You can't sit in meditation, go for a walk or a morning run. But I got the download of my elementals are winners. They're eaters.
Ooh, yeah, my elementals are winners. All of my elementals. This motherfucker said all my elementals are winners. Write this shit down. Wherever you are, if you're listening to this live stream right now, you better write it down. All my elementals are winners. Hashtag Milo. No, you better write it down. Because I wrote that shit down and I thought about it like, yo, I've been demonizing these spirits.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been thinking these spirits were against me. All my elementals are winners.
Winners.
I try to be like the motivational coach. I see my elementals as like a football team, and I'm the coach. Like, we gonna go ahead, we about to smash some heads. Like, we're gonna go out and win. And like that shifted my whole thing. Even with the certain states and the elementals that I interact with, like it's to the point where like I have certain elementals that reign over certain air, water. Like there's certain like the bosses, like the who reign over the smaller elementals, but you have to be of a certain quality to come into my squad because that's how I feed them. Because once again, like when I'm going to these higher states, they like at the end of the day, we're all trying to evolve, and they're helping me clean out, make sure I have the right states, I have the right environment to go into these higher states so I can get this light and bring it back down and we all eating. But like that whole thing shifted it all. And like seeing them as if you see them as the football team, you be the motivational coach, or even then I see them as like instruments. Like if I'm trying to bring in a certain manifestations, I have to put them in the right spot. Like it's kind of like a flute and you put your fingers on the right spot. So I have to instruct my elementals to go into the right place so I can bring down a certain manifestations. But from being the proper leader, we talk about this spiritual authority, like you have to, it's as above, so below. Like if you ever done management of any kind of level, or even just work, like if you've ever had a good leader, if you've ever been around a good leader ever in your life, whether it was a good manager, a good teacher, a good professor, whoever it is, they can move mountains. They can get people to do things that they would never do. There's power in being that, and being a proper leader. And you have to have that same kind of mindset when you're controlling the elementals. Like they want to be led by a good leader. Like they want to be able to trust you. Yes. And are you going to be the nigga you say you're going to be? Are you going to help me evolve? Are you going to feed me the light that you're promising? Yeah, I got you. We eat, and then you follow through on that, and they will protect you. They will keep certain things out your way. They help move things. That's just what I'm from taking this class.
Hey, no, that's some G shit, Milo. Like that's the best way to look at this shit, bro. Like, no, real shit, because especially if you come from a mindset of like, you know what I'm saying? I hate the human reality, or this whole all this shit, you know what I'm saying? The whole human existence and fuck the world. And it's like, damn, hold up, bro. Like, what if you make this shit work that's the whole thing of making this shit work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think
this can be as magical as you want it. Like, to me, like the Sims to me is boring. I don't like the Sims. I want magic. I want dragons. I want mystical shit. Like I don't like concrete. I don't want right angles. I want the magic. So But like the thing is, we can bring we have the power. Like I think a lot of people are so indoctrinated of what this life and this reality can be. But like,
Yeah.
but if you ever do mushrooms, you ever do any kind of drug that takes you out of this for a moment, oh, there's more possibilities. Like if you've ever even weed, I mean, weed is a psychedelic. It puts you in a different state. But if you ever gotten out of your bubble to see the magic that's all around us at any given moment, and you come back in, you can bring like this life can be as magical as you want it to be. But
Hey,
that's my
Trav,
2 cents.
damn, I don't know what it was about what you just said. It just brought a memory back to me. I gotta ask you a question, Trav. I think it was at the beginning of this course, or I'm not sure if it was in another video I was watching, because I had this experience in 2020. So I caught myself tapping in and fucking with Lilith, right? So I did this twice. And I did like I found some mantra on fucking YouTube. I'm experimentist. I'm an experiment, bro. I'm like, let me fuck around and see what the deal was. So I end up fucking with Lilith. And I remember one time I woke up in the morning and I went to the bathroom, bro, and I spit out black mucus. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I look in the mirror, look at myself. I'm like, hell no. Clear my throat again, spit it out. And my girl seen it. She like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, I don't know. I think it was that Lilith meditation mantra I did last night, and I'm fucking with Lilith. Can't remember no dreams though. So I'm like, fuck it. Let me try it again. Do this shit a second day. Now, the second day, I had this. This wasn't no dream. Fuck a dream. This wasn't a dream. Laying in the bed, my girl's laying in the bed, we go to sleep. The door is cracked. Like itty bitty, teensy weeny, yellow polka dot bikini crack. And I see this entity, all black, hooded, red piercing eyes. It's standing at the door. And it's just like, that's the laugh. But the laugh is not it's not coming through my ears. I hear it in my head. I'm get to the point. I hear it in my head. And it just pushes the door open a little bit. And as soon as it does that, bro, because the light from the kitchen is on, right? It's just like a night light. The light, the over the stove, the kitchen light is on. It travels upon the light. It didn't just move across the room like this. The motherfucker, it came from 3D to 2D and just rolled the fucking light. Bro, it rolled the light across the room over my girlfriend, under the cover, over her, into me. Now, check this out. I'm not in my body. I'm above my body watching this shit. This is where sleep paralysis comes in. I can't fucking move. I'm fucking terrified, bro. I'm fucking terrified. And it gets up to me and it's like, see, I knew then I knew it wasn't shit evil. I knew it was a part of me, but I just couldn't figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I'm like, it tells me, bro, I still got it written down, bro. Bro, I want to tell, hold up. I know it's right here. Hold up. I hate to fuck up the flow, but got it.
Any more details will help. Yes.
All right, bet. Okay. Where's my notebook? So this is how I keep my dreams. But no. Don't run from me because you here. You got Travis Majors on live and you gonna hide.
Don't run from me.
You gonna hide? We got Travis Majors on live. What the fuck is that notebook? Asshole. Oh, hold up. Oh, no. Come on, man. Got it. God damn it. Oh, yeah,
Ancestors coming through and they have a message for you. They don't give a damn what y'all talking about. Ancestors coming through. They don't give a damn. They don't give a damn what y'all talking about. But are you making yourself happy? Are you doing what you need to do to make yourself happy? Are you living? Is my microphone on?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Ancestors coming through. listening, waiting, observing, cherishing their children, and they don't give a damn about who you're voting for. They don't give a damn about what your favorite fashion style, music style. Are you doing what it takes to be happy in life? Are you doing what it takes to make yourself happy? Because if you're not, they don't support you in anything else. You got to understand they've been here before and they know what's important and what's not important. They know what's useful and what's appropriate. Are you happy or are you bullshitting? Message. I'm waiting on this vision.
Oh, I ain't want to break your trance. Hell.
Go ahead.
Here we go, y'all. So y'all know I'm not capping. Here we go. This is a date and everything. 2/25/2021.
Mm-hmm.
It was so basically. Oh, this is it. This is what it said. I am power. I am evil. That was the words that and it was like, I am power. I am evil.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that shit was the middle of the night. Soon as that energy said that, it was morning time. So you know how the time goes in now, because time is just subjective in that realm anyway. So as soon as it said that, it was like a 2-3 minute thing, but it was a whole night fucking thing, bro. At that point, I'm like, I wake up in the morning. Guess what I do? Go back to the bathroom. Black mucus again. I said, what the fuck is this? Because I'm at this time, what's that app? Clubhouse is out. I'm asking everybody. Nobody has ever fucking spit out black mucus. All these people that work with all these dark demons talking shit. I'm like, somebody help me.
Right.
Help me. I'm not scared, bro. I'm not. I'm up for the challenge. I did it again. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not scared. And I know evil don't mean evil. Human against human thought. That's evil. That's evil. Fuck human thought. The way that we try to conceptualize and make things fit into our perspective, the way we want things. This thing is not with that shit. This energy of me is not with that shit. So when I experience that shit, I'm like, what the fuck? Because in the beginning of this course, I think you spoke about these black entities.
Yes.
And you was like, I forgot, I can't remember exactly what you said, but
Akashic. Maybe.
Oh, okay. I think
Definitely.
I think that's what you said, bro.
I'm
But
on
yeah,
my Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka.
You're on your Willy Wonka one right now. And because, bro, I'm like, that year 2020, 2021, that's when my dreams had significantly raised. That's when I was fucking with all the dark feminine energy. Kali Ma, heavy on Kali Ma. Santisa Santa Mamonte, heavy on her. Like, my thing is, I've always worked with the feminine energies. I never been attracted to like, oh, let me work with Shango or Ogun and you niggas is cool. But these bitches over here,
Hey.
like, because my whole life has been set up around that feminine energy, that feminine principle coming through women in my life. These motherfuckers have always been the like you said in your what's the name video, Trav, like you pay attention to that feminine energy around you, then one of them be the ones that be catapulted your spirit, bro. Everyone in my life did, including my ex. Bro, I'm so appreciative of that last relationship. Like, that shit was powerful. After this time, this is when our relationship got destroyed, right? We were going through shit during this time. And I was calling on all. I'm just like, what the fuck is it? Like, come through. Like, I just created my own rituals. I couldn't tell you what the fuck I did. I fucked with the Goetia during that time too. I fucked with 3 of them, like Bifrons and Vine. I was fucking with some motherfuckers. And I'm just trying to hit this next level of me. I wasn't even, bro, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about trying to be I'm trying to hit this next level of me, bro.
Come on.
I went through that stage. And I couldn't get no answer from fucking nobody. But I always knew that it was me. it was that aspect of me, just like I am power. I am evil. I'm already a so-called dark side nigga at this point. So that shit sound like fucking butter on cornbread to me. That's sweet. This shit
Butter
here,
on
Bro.
cornbread.
I
Butter
don't,
on cornbread.
I don't even know what the fuck that. I don't even use that shit in my vernacular, bro. I don't know where that shit come from, but that shit was sweet to me. You know what I'm saying? It was destroying my relationship, but it was pulling me closer to soul. It's pulling me closer to higher self. It was pulling me closer to Buddhi, to
Mhm.
Kether.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So it was pulling me closer. And I'm like, damn. You know, all I can get, like, okay, you spitting up black shit, you know, you cleaning out. It was a cleanse. Cause I don't drink black juice. I hadn't drunken charcoal, cleansing powder, none of that. Like, where the fuck did this shit come from? I'm so excited to do this shit again. It only happened twice though. I did it a third time. Best believe I tapped in that third time. I'm gonna go crazy with some shit. If I'm getting results, nigga. If I'm getting results, nigga, I'm tapping in. I'm going in again. You know what I'm saying? So,
Dude.
like I was saying, like I was trying to see because I gotta go back to remember what Trav had said at the beginning of that motherfucker. Because he was just in the trance right now. Damn, he looked like he this shit and took him offline. I guess
No,
he's still on.
I'm
Okay,
I'm here.
okay.
I don't
But
want y'all to
now,
see me like this.
because y'all like, and like I know that, like I tell this shit like in my YouTube videos. These are some of the I'm giving some experiences. Like some of these experiences, I may give another one, but like I told Trav and he told me that was Brahma. It was like it had something to do with Brahma. Because I dealt
Mhm.
with these three groomers, like unintentionally. And these the experiences that send niggas back to the church. Oh, I know niggas going back to church.
Ooh, let him go. Let him go. God bless him.
Man, bless them. Cause I tell motherfucker, that's where you're supposed to be anyway if that shit send your ass there. Where the fuck
Right.
you think you supposed to be? If niggas like Milo, niggas like Trav, niggas like me, niggas like D-Fam, and whoever the hell Solid Shadow is, cause you here. And the people, oh damn, we on YouTube. The niggas who watch, like, you not supposed to be like, bro, this shit ain't for everybody, bro. Like, if
Yeah.
your ass if something runs your ass back to the church, bro, it's obvious. That's what you supposed to be. Ain't no hard feelings. You got caught up in a trend you thought was cool. Since TikTok then pop. You didn't caught up in it. You thought it was cool to say this and this and that. Melanin and God and this and like those were cool words. But you haven't had no experience, nigga. Once you get these experiences, nigga, they either gonna power you up or your ass going running for hiding. You finna have to hit them knees and call and say, forgive me. Forgive me for Father I have sinned. You back to living that type life, and that's cool because that's where your evolution is. But these experiences niggas didn't have like I give it like I had one where I told Trav like where it took me. I go into this state, bro. I'm watching. I don't know if anybody ever watched Marvel Universe's cartoon. It's called What If. So it's like a whole bunch of alternate versions of these Marvel movies. And what's this? Ultron end up getting all the fucking stones and crystals, killing fucking what's the name who ended the whole world with the Gatling
Thanos.
You know,
Thanos murked him like it was nothing. I'm talking about sliced him like a piece of cake. But he gets to this point where because there's a person narrating the show and he's called the observer. Listen, he's called the observer. You know, I've been reading it. That's the drugstore. That's Purusha. He's just observing and narrating the story. But he but Ultron becomes conscious and he like, bro, he just want to destroy every fucking thing. And he at this point where he want to destroy everything, he start just destroying the worlds, killing the Avengers and all that shit. And the narrator's narrating the story, but Ultron becomes aware and he hears him in the background telling the story. So in the background, he's like, yes. And now that he's ended every planet in the universe, he finds out there's nothing left to do. And what does he want to do now? This and he just running like that. And Ultron like, hold up, who is that? Where are you? I hear you. And he's like, yeah. So now he hears his voice in his head. So the observer's like, hold up, how the fuck can he hear me? At that point, bro, I instantly, it's like my whole reality, my room no longer existed. I'm in a dark space, bro. I got projected straight to a dark space. Obviously, this happened in my mind. I get projected into this dark space, and I'm up top observing this three-headed figure. Let me not sugarcoat it. It's me. It's me. I'm looking dead at myself. I got two, one on each side, and then one in the middle. One is like, hey, pick the Glock up and just, bro, you figured it out, bro. You figured it out. Ain't no point of doing. You ain't got to do this no more. You figured it out. Pick the Glock up and just go on and kill yourself, bro. Hurry up. Just go on and get it over with, bro. You done figured it out already. Then another side is like, bro, why the fuck would he do that? He's not gonna do no stupid shit like that. Why the fuck would you do some stupid shit like that, bro? Quit talking, saying that stupid shit. And then another one in the middle. Like, listen, man, both of y'all need to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Ain't neither one of y'all making no sense. Just sit down and let this shit bypass. I don't know why y'all having this argument. And then there's me. Bro, I'm watching them. I'm sitting there watching them. But at the same time, I have sense of my five senses.
Mhm.
So I feel my heart doing this. Bro, never felt my heart beat that fast. I'm sweating, fucking sweating, balling, heart just doing this. And all I remember is like, bro, I'm in a whole different mental state. But that state of me, that's the observer, I'm assuming, he knows what the body is doing, like it's overheating, it's overpowering. You better stop the shit or the shit gonna shut down. So I'm like, bro, I gotta stop my heart. I gotta not stop my heart, but I gotta lower my heart. I gotta bring my heart vibration. I mean, my heart, can't get the word out. But I gotta slow my heart rate down. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I just do these breaths. I don't have no real breathing techniques that I adopted at this point. So going to these breaths and I bring my heart rate down. It's going slower, but I had to go outside, bro. I'm in my boxers, walking outside in my boxers, no socks on, and it's fucking freezing outside. They had to bring my step, my physical body state back to like a calm state. And I'm like, what the fuck did I just experience? And like I told Trev, I don't know if it was days before or days after. This is when I fucking started fucking with Trav because I was reading a Gore 2 book and they talked about the three gunas. Then I have this experience of threes, and then he dropped the three parts of the soul shit. Like the fuck is this nigga Trav talking about three parts of the motherfucking soul? Bobby Hemmings said it's the soul and the spirit. The hell is this nigga? This nigga dropped. Like I told him, like in our meeting, I'm like, bro, what other evidence did I need? You know what I'm saying? If niggas know how to listen to spirit, you know what I'm saying? Like you should know when you reach that state of challenging, when you reach a point where you challenged, bro, that's the point where you learn. That's why all the fucking learning happens, bro. Cause you gonna either go this way, hell no, nigga, that's stupid. I ain't hearing that shit. Or you gonna go this way. I'm like, oh shit, this some new shit. Next level unlocked for me. It may not be next level for everybody else. Next level unlocked for me. And being able to tap into that and then, bro, come on now here. Talk with shooter, something, Darshan, cosmic doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker,
Hey,
initiate to hermetics. Go ahead.
can I ask an NLP question?
Hell yeah.
You said reach. Is reaching masculine or feminine?
Hold up, say it. Hold on, what we talking about? Reach?
Reach. Is reaching masculine or feminine?
Reaching out, I would say the act of reaching is masculine, but once you grab something and receive something,
Reach.
okay, just reach. Okay, masculine.
Is learning masculine or feminine?
Feminine. I would say feminine. Taking in information, receiving information.
Mhm.
If you
Men, guys, dudes, we're so scared of that feminine aspect within ourselves
mm.
because we
Facts
think
though.
that we think that it's gonna make us something or turn us in some kind of way. But I want people to appreciate the fact that the polarities operate on a higher plane than the physical. And when it's appreciated, oh, you can flow. Oh,
Yeah.
you can flow. Oh,
Yeah.
you can flow. Money
X.
cometh to me.
Money cometh.
now. Money, listen, money cometh to me, not reacheth,
Mm-hmm.
cometh.
Cometh to me. Type shit.
I just wanted to drop that. I just wanted to drop that in.
Type shit.
So that the original dream that you shared with us with the Liveth dream, I got something from that. So like I've never been a big astro traveler. Like I just if it happens, it happens. Like I feel like it's like a calling. I'll do it when it happens or whatever. But I never felt compelled to like let me actively perfect this. Let me actually experiment and try to figure it out. And once again, from doing this course, I feel like it has leveled up my meditation game. Like I've talked about it earlier about playing, dancing with my soul. Like I found out how to fine tune ascension, how to release the lower, denser planes and go into this higher state. So I've been having fun with that. Like it's been wonderful. And then my last one-on-one session with Travis, I was just sharing, and then he was sharing the way he goes about his meditations, and he does it in a completely dark room, completely black. So I'm like, ooh, like something hit me, like something just told me, like, listen, like this is like a ding went off. So I've been setting an alarm at 3 a.m. so I've something just told me that same process of ascension that I do my meditations every day, do that early in the morning. Start doing that early in the morning, and I've had success. Like I have success with that going on. But once I got the aha from like Travis of doing it in complete darkness. So now like I keep a light on for my cats, so like because it's cats. But I decided like to completely like I'll wake up in the morning, or at 3 a.m. I'll pee, and then that's when I'm like, okay, time to do my astral travel meditation. So now I've completely blacked out my room, and literally I think right after our one-on-one session, I did it, and like literally that morning and that night, I was visited by like a pretty big entity. Like it was pretty big, like how you were explaining it. And I've had that happen. I may like that, like something would visit me, like the sleep paralysis, like that. It would just happen randomly, but I've always been able to kind of get out of it. But I might get visited by this thing once or twice a year. It doesn't happen a lot, but by doing this meditation every day, I've been able to put my body under. I can activate the sleep paralysis. Like I've just now gained the power of that. So I've completed the black room, and then I was visited. I wasn't expecting it to happen. So usually when I do astral travel, or if I like, if I'm astral traveling and I'm conscious, anything and everything's out there. And I have different like God armors that I'll put on. Like I will transmute my light for protection, because there's all kind of things out there. And I felt so like this thing was just standing over me, and like I wasn't expecting it. Put on my God armor, like to kind of scare it off. Like I was able, I scared it off to make it go away. But I never like listening to you and everything is like, oh, this is me. This is like this like like instead of always pushing it away. Like is one thing, because I don't know what it is. So, that's the first instinct is to push it away. But like because I've had some really like wild dreams, and I would wake up with it standing in the room, like I would wake up and it would be in the room, and then like as my eyesight's kind of as I'm coming back into my body, it's slowly fading away. But I've never thought about of like, let me actually greet it instead of always put it on my God armor and like, what are you? Like it's trying to scare it off. So like that, I know you went to Travis wanting an answer, but I feel like I got an answer from like one thing is for me, like once again, like
that's even better. That's even fucking better.
So I just wanted to give you that. It's like you never know. Like there's once again, like that was the whole point of doing these community calls, because once again, I feel like everybody has value to bring. If you're on this path and you're experimenting, and you're at the end of the day, it's growth. If growth is the true destination of what you're trying to do, you have value to provide. And like I was hoping, to get everybody together, we share our experiences, we talk about this class, and for us to walk away with an aha moment. And like I can't thank you enough, because once again, I've been trying. I've been able to finally go into the Kasha library. Like I've never been able to visit it, but now I feel like I'm trying to not beat myself up for shooing it away, but now I'm looking forward to let me greet this other side of me, this thing that clearly keeps showing up. So I'm thankful for that. Thankful for that.
Fuck, bro. See, damn. Okay, because because I went through when I was going through Trav's old videos. He was having these with Alora and Shango, and bro, they saying shit like how we doing right here, right now, bro. Like this leads to somebody, because we on YouTube, ain't I ain't looking at YouTube. So it's somebody in the chat right now. There's somebody in the morning who gonna watch this, somebody late night who gonna pick this shit up tomorrow. And everything that been said right here, bro, these be the aha moments. Sometimes it ain't just about we having one, because I'm having one too, but these 3, 4, 5 folks on here, bro. Well, you know this. I guess I'm really just speaking to the people who on YouTube. It's just sometimes this is what it takes. You may be looking for something to pop out. That's how spirit works. It be subtle shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure people on YouTube didn't know that he was finna fucking go live. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a subtle way that this shit sneaks in and be able to give you what you looking for. Because I'm having these moments and when I first experienced that first moment, I'm like, because I went back to some of his old shit. I guess they was talking about Sump Your Dark Shine. And when I had when I seen those 3 parts experience, I heard somebody say something like, yeah, you ain't gonna know what to do. You go into the clip off, and then you hear some shit talking about kill yourself. I said, oh shit. I went into the goddamn clip off. What the fuck is this? Oh shit.
It ain't no joke. It ain't no joke.
That shit ain't no joke.
God bless the clip off. They do their best. They do their best. They try their hardest. They try to scare you.
That type shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't even read this motherfucker yet. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what the fuck is up with this. It wasn't never that a nigga was scared. It was just I know when my spirit is saying, hey, it's time to fuck with this. Right now, that mystical Kabbalah, man, Trav, bro. Oh, I'm at that Kether part. Bro, she said some cold shit. Verse 12 through 14, bro. Or 15, 16. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Bro, I ain't never heard no tips and tricks on magic like that. I dropped it in my last YouTube video. Hey, bro, listen. That was Dion Fortune's a cold motherfucker, bro. She is cold, bro. And that's on Miss Dion, bro. That's on Dion. This shit on Dion. She's a real, because she said, have you noticed some shit in her books, Trav, or anybody who's associated with her? They always say in so far, ain't so far. Ooh. Okay, see, because bro, W.E. Butler say the same shit.
Hold on, I'm trying to digest it. I'm trying to digest it.
It's some slick shit they doing.
So far. I'm so
bro, that's what I said. Oh, I wonder is anybody else picking up on this shit?
And so far.
Because they can use any other word, bro. They can use any other word, but in so far, ain't so far. Come on, quit playing. Who y'all playing with?
Boy, I tell you, if she was alive.
Bro.
If she was alive.
Come on, bro. But this shit right here though, y'all. Yeah, this see, last night, I was working with the queens, the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So I went to sleep, pulled out my Kabbalistic tarot card breakdown, and I'm going through them, and I'm identifying with the Queen of Swords.
Okay.
So I got the Aster Crowley tarot deck. So they have her sitting in the clouds. They have the female, the queen sitting in the clouds, and she has a head that's been cut off, but she's sitting back lazy like this, on some I'm sick of this shit. That's the energy. Yeah. But with the head cut off and it's just sitting there, and I'm reading, I'm like, oh, okay. So basically it's all about decapitating the human thought from the spirit, like the higher self being in position is what I'm getting from it, and the human thought being further removed away, decapitating away from that shit. So I'm going to sleep hell yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one I'm identifying with at this point in time, because that's what all my content is about right now. Tell me why I go to sleep. Hold up. Because I can't do this shit without showing y'all the picture.
Yeah.
See, I gotta get that white or right deck. I gotta get that white or right deck. I guess that's the original one. I'm not sure. But so here we go with this. This is the Queen of Swords, right? Queen of Swords. Everybody can see it. She got the sword sitting in her. That's the mask of the face over there. And then got a sword. So, and then here's the one that it came to me in my oh shit. Oh shit, nigga. Oh shit, nigga. Is it upside down? Hopefully everybody can see that. That's the mask and shit over there. And she's sitting up in the sky. Queen of Swords. I go to sleep. What'd you say?
That's a Crowley deck?
Yeah, that's the Crowley deck.
Okay.
This is what I go to sleep and have the experience of, though. Queen of Discs. So, as you notice, with all the queens, they have something sitting below them on the side of them showing what they have power over.
Okay.
Every last
Okay.
one of them show what they have power over. Look, every last one of them. And you can barely see it in this motherfucker in the Queen of Cups. But it's an ibis, which I resonate with Tahuti. With me being born on a Mercury day. In the eighth sphere, which is hard. So that resonated with me. So I'm thinking, oh, that's gonna come through. No, I go to fucking sleep. This bitch Queen of this show up. Queen of Pentacles show up. I said, bitch, what is you doing here? And she talking back like, bitch, it's time to work. This whole green thing is a machine. This green shit, whatever it was in my dream last night, it's a machine. And that ball is controlling it. It's a wireless controller. Now check this out, Trav. Since I've been with you, I've learned about I don't know how to say the cosmic egg's name.
Cosmic egg.
Marika, or I don't.
Say it again.
Nah, I don't.
Oh
I
shit!
don't think
It's the cosmic egg, man. The Maharakara. I hate fucking up these Sanskrit words, but I feel so shitty. But this golden egg that Prakriti has this whole manifest reality wrapped around in, and that's what came to me when I'm dealing with this, like working the machine, like working this whole machinery in a dream. So it was almost like I was her, and then at the same time I was watching her. Like this whole machinery just moved, like you hear it, and it's just like I'm not sure exactly what the fuck it was doing, but I felt empowered. Like I went to sleep thinking it's gonna be some Queen of Swords shit. Like that's where a lot of my shit happening, bro. My dreams. A lot of my shit happening in my dreams. If it ain't happening in the waking world. Sometimes meditation, majority, them goddamn dreams, this shit be coming through. So I thought it was gonna be this. It was that Queen of Disc.
How do you go about processing it? So like for me, like I'll have my intentions. So before I go to bed, I'll put my intentions of what I would like to dream about or what I would like to talk to or interact with or whatever, but the experience. And then as soon as I wake up, I'll write the experience down. So I have my intentions, the experience, and then I'll have another section of what I learned from it. But I wait. So like I wait till like later in the day when I'm like kind of done with work, when it's like 2 or 3, when I'm so unattached from the experience, because when you wake up out of it, you kind of still resonate with it. But I try to go back later in the day to kind of peel back and transcribe and find the patterns. Like, did I get my answer? So I'm curious. Like do you have a method or a process about it?
So let me tell you my method. I could definitely have one, a better one. I do have one. Honya Garba. That's it. So okay, so my method is damn near like that. So sleep with intention, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dream, wake up, I go straight to my voice notes, either on my voice notes recording, or sometimes I'll write it out in my notes in my phone.
No.
So used to write it in the notebook, which I need to get back to, but that's another story. So what I start doing now, and I think I picked this up from Trav or this Initiation into Hermetics or some other book. I don't fucking remember right now, but I'll wake up as soon as I wake up in the first 5, before I move, I just sit there, sit my ass the fuck still. What's that? I can't even see. You need to make you bigger, Trav. Make you bigger. Them some big ass cards. Damn. What the fuck? I can't even see it, Trav. Can you make yourself bigger? I don't think I need to be bigger no more, bro.
I think he needs to speak. Like
No,
whoever,
no,
whoever the
keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay. All right. So the first 5 minutes, I'm getting better with this. The first 5 minutes, I sit there and just hopefully my dream come back to me.
yeah
9 times out of 10, it does. If I just sit there, there's a small percentage chance that it won't, and it'll come random as fuck throughout the day.
yeah
So I sit there and let that shit come through. Boom, write down keys, feelings, what I felt, colors I seen, main things. Feeling I felt, colors I seen, main thing, and then the whole surrounding. So I get all that, boom, boom, boom. I'm more like you, Milo. I go throughout the day. I don't try to break it down then. That ain't the time to break it down. It's these latent periods that I will be talking about. These periods are where you already got all this information processing running. Sit the fuck back and sit the fuck down. Do your shit. Do your normal human shit is what I tell myself. I ain't talking about out there. But this is what I tell myself. Do that, and then let your day pay out. Because what I seem to find out, I called myself doing a ritual not too long ago. I was dealing with Saturn. Do you know what the fuck I seen? Trav know what I do for a living, so I'm riding down the street and I pick somebody. I pull up on the street. The name of the street is called fucking Talisman. The fuck? Who the fuck? I ain't never heard of a street called Talisman. So in my head, I'm like, all right, but here we go. My number is 17. Guess what block it is? 1700 block. I turn the block again. Do you know what the fuck I see? This bitch right here on the back of the truck.
Oh, wait.
I'm in Texas, bro. I'm in Texas. A lot of Hispanic people are here. A lot of people fuck with La Santisa Santa Muerte. So it plays out during the day. You know what I did? Because I had a dream about a ring. I was in an all white room, just perfect white room. And inside this glass container, it was this diamond ring. Some told me I shouldn't pick it up, but some told me I should. I go pick it up and I drop it. And I look up security right there. And I wake up. After I did whatever this whole little ritual I tried to do, I come back. Next morning, that plays out. It's like, oh, okay. What I'm trying to do is formulating. It's formulating because that's what forming is. Saturn forming this shit, creating the conditions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how we go through it. Saturn. Hey, man, damn, I ain't got my shape up, but that shit right there. So Milo, what you were saying, I forgot I was answering your question, but I let the day play out. Sometimes, Milo, it comes back. It comes to me weeks later because I have one homegirl who's in London, and like me and her, we always exchanging dreams, and I help her break hers down, and unintentionally, she always help me break my shit down. She's heavy in astrology, and she's a real artist, and everything she draws is fucking portals, bro. Like she cold with this shit, like coming straight from the subconscious or the unconscious. She's with these portals, and sometimes I talk to her, and then she'll help me break them down. Or sometimes they just come to me on my own. I'm like, boom, that's it. Hearing somebody else's dreams. Also, let me put that out there. Somebody else who has dreams like this, hearing somebody else break their shit down, you'll see a correlation. You're like, damn, you know what? That's what that means. Damn, that's what that means for me. And this and this and this and that. So that typically my process is chaotic, but that's the little order that I do have. Obviously, set intentions, wake up, write down, go about my day, see how it plays out. Because sometimes it may be 2-3 months that I can break down a dream. Then it come to me, and then I already had the real life experience of what it was trying to tell me anyway.
Beautiful. Yeah, I was curious. Yeah, because I'm always trying to, once again, that's the whole point of this community call. I'm curious how other people kind of go about understanding, what's happening on the subconscious level. So anything that I can kind of fine tune and play with in my own practice, like I'm always game.
See,
Feeling
like,
different colors.
Especially that's why I went on ahead and hit you because I got a lot.
Oh yeah, I got
Trav
you.
had told me about what you tapped in with, so I'm like, oh fuck, bro, because I'm thinking about comic book shit. I'm like, bro, let me write a comic book about this shit because the stories nigga can put together
Oh
and
yeah.
make this shit a fucking movie, bro. Oh,
But
bro.
hey, listen, y'all are both powerhouses, right? And when powerhouses meet, like it's a inevitable clash. Come to a point where y'all can see each other on a level. Like, do you hear what I'm saying, Milo? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, sorry, my trying to get my headset. Say it again.
I think that the two of you are extraordinary in what you do, and I don't want either of you to be overwhelmed. Come to a certain point. Come to a certain point where it's like you can see each other.
Say
Like
less.
see each other. Like y'all both have huge ideas. Huge, massive. Bring it down to the common denominator. Make it make sense.
Make it make
Oh
sense.
yeah. No, I got you. Like I'm finish up some freelance stuff, but trust me, like after this whole experience of us coming together, like you are exactly because I told Travis I was curious if people in the community what I'm trying to not share too much because I'm trying to it's almost done. It's about to come out the oven. But I was looking for particular folks in the community that can have these experiences and I'll have the process to create the visuals from it. And then he should have said like, nah, there's people in the community. There's people like there is there's folks who got some stuff that's worth presenting to the world, and I can see it. So like, I got to finish up some work this weekend, but we're definitely going to link up. Like, I got to bring you into this.
Man, listen, bro. No, I don't think nothing is too soon or too late. That shit gonna be perfect time, especially if you got something you're working on. You
Oh
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So, like, bro, I'm telling you, because I'm gonna tell you one thing: these dreams gonna keep on motherfucking happening. So I ain't gonna have nothing but more content and more
Right.
content.
Right.
I could run from it if I want to, bro. Come to find out, this shit genetic. My mama go through the same shit, except for like
Yeah, that's crazy.
she not into this spiritual shit. So she come to me, and I have to break down her dreams. Like, it's certain things going on with ancestors, and I'm not trying to say that's on no cocky shit. I remember Bobby or Panic saying some shit like how some of their family members couldn't get to them because they on different levels, so they would have to go through other people in their dreams. And I feel like that's what's happening with like one of my ancestors.
Ooh,
They
yeah,
going
feel
through my
free.
mother, they couldn't get to me, but they showing
Yeah.
that they didn't upgrade it. They didn't upgrade it in the astral plane, like they out of that hell state. That's why I tell people who paying attention and watching, bro, all we got when we die is our fucking mind. So this is the most important shit to be working on. I like pussy, I like money, I like everything else. You like, I like good food, bro. But I'm telling you, when you leave this bitch, all you got is your mind, bro. And if you don't know what to do with your mind when you leave this motherfucker, like you can, that's why I'm telling motherfucker, like you can be helping your ancestors here as you learn and grow and grasp this new information and make these breakthroughs. That shit can be passed along to them as well to be able to advance out of certain levels. Because once you hit this astral plane and you sitting up in that motherfucker, you don't know shit. Imagine sitting up in that shit, you don't know shit. Ain't none of your family members down here doing shit. Don't nobody down here know shit. Ain't doing shit. Oh, yo ass coming back through that light real fast.
Milo, that was my fourth deja vu today.
Oh,
For real?
really?
God
What
damn.
he just said, like I saw that in a dream. What he just said.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. See, this is what this shit about.
This is supposed to happen.
Your mind, y'all. That's why I'm like, bro, nothing's more important right now. You can work out, eat healthy. I'm with all that shit. I respect all that shit. But your mind, don't run from that motherfucker. Do not run from that motherfucker, bro. Because that's where all your, whatever religion you are, that's what God's coming through and giving you all the shit that you need. Once you goddamn go through these barriers, that's what veils are. These veils
Yeah,
are really
yeah,
psychological blocks.
yeah.
They not no real black shit sitting in front of you being lifted up, nigga. ISIS veil, the veil of ISIS, nigga. That is your psychological block. That's how far the human mind can fucking go.
Right, right, right.
That's psychological blocks. You remove those.
Yeah,
Nobody else can remove them. You ain't gonna be able to keep doing rituals to remove them. It ain't happening like that.
That's your
You
high
got to get
priestess card.
the high priestess
That's
card.
that's Prakriti. That's your demiurge. Oh, the demiurge is trying to kill us and stop us. No, that's your mental blockage.
That's it. That's what.
There are no enemies.
That's it. That's what I'm gonna go on and run again. Ain't none. When I tell you, y'all, listen. When you get to that point, so much of that shit gonna come up out them shoulders. You just gonna be like, oh, god damn. Because I'm telling you, bro, it ain't none like, and that's what everybody that I'm running into, bro, they mad when you say shit like that. So they ain't doing
They get
this,
mad
they ain't
at
doing
that.
it. They get mad. I'm like, I mean, like, hey, you know what? If you want them to, they your enemies, they is. But I'm just saying, for me, I understand, like, bro, I'm like, how? When you understand we live in the mind of the all. And everything is inside of the mind of the all. So what the fuck can really be evil and working against you? This shit is all all of it is God. If you want to leave it in that box, it's literally all God.
Yeah, that was like the big understanding that I got. But once again, I'm gonna bring it back to the course of like it really helps finite and refine my meditation practice. And that's when I really understood like seeing my soul or my spirit as like a light bulb. And each one of these planes, these planes is like a dryer sheet over the light of my soul. And as I'm like ascending, as I'm ascending through meditation, I'm lifting. This is what I see. This is like, I always try to give it to my inner child. Like whenever I experience these big concepts, I'm always trying to give it to the inner child Milo. Like if a 5-year-old can explain these bigger concepts, and it's kind of easy to kind of comprehend. But as I'm ascending, I'm like taking off, like the veil is very thin, and I'm like taking each one off. And as I'm ascending, I'm like, oh, this is, they felt like fucking dryer sheets. But as I'm finally playing, as I'm dancing with my soul, I'm hoping that we got that whole metaphor that I talked about earlier about your life is a song. Like your expression of your whole life is the song, and then you're dancing with your soul. And like that shifted the whole way that I even experienced sigils. Because now like I'm seeing the power, like as I'm returning back to the light, or I'm returning back to source, it's a different kind of energy. And like as I'm doing this in meditation, I'm converting back into this energy, or I'm breathing it in, and I'm using that energy to charge my manifestations. Like I'm using it to, I'm bringing, and I'm like in my head, I'm like, dang, like the possibilities and the opportunity, like the possibilities that you have, but all you have to do is sit and meditate and put in the work. Like I could feel like my manifestations and my sigils, the things that I've been working at, is charged with the light of God. Like that's like I'm going into a different plane to bring about certain things. I'm like, this is like it's such a blissful and an experience that I truly appreciate. And like a part of me all the time, I wish that I could bottle this up so I can just, people are so stuck. It's so like just the what's possible, and just the what's possible, and just what's the, I guess like just the bliss. I don't know the way to explain it. You can't really explain. You talked about that. You can't. It's everything that it's not. But being able to go into that, and then to bring it back down into the matrix and apply it to certain things, and like I wish and would want that for everybody to experience that. Like it just, but and it's crazy because everybody has the key. Like to me, the key is just meditation. Like whether you go through, it doesn't matter what path you go down, what book you read. Like if you can quiet out the world, you can hear heaven. Like that's the best way. Like you have to get to the point of just silencing the world, silencing the chaos, and you'll give your higher self, your higher consciousness, the opportunity to speak. Because it's a fine pluck. It's a very subtle pluck. But if you can sit and meditate, if you can just quiet everything out, and you can do it consistently enough, it's enough to open your eyes of what's possible. But that's
no.
But once again, I got this all from this like just doing my regular study, or going about my regular procedures, and just like, well, honestly, like even this conversation in this group call, it's the same thing as like, because this is all Travis's knowledge, and I'm he's giving me his ideas and his processes and his experiences, and I'm taking it in. I'm transmuting it. When people talk about being an alchemist, I'm taking certain things and fine tuning it and playing around with it myself. But and this is the same thing, like us bouncing back ideas. Like there's so much value that can be lifted from just talking about these experiences. But I know we're on live now, But the biggest thing I can just give people is like, it's one thing just to listen. I think it's fun to take in this information. It's fun to listen to this. It's fun to let me spend the night with the homies and talk about spiritual stuff. But the next thing I would want everybody to go up and dance with their soul. But you gotta sit down, you gotta put in the time, you gotta meditate. Like when people talk about putting in the work, I know the whole shadow work and up, honestly, like the whole trauma, the way that I see this all, like we're kind of like a hot air balloon, and our trauma and these certain memories that we hold on to are the sandbags. And I think everybody can ascend to go fucking play dance with to dance with their soul, but put in the time, put in the effort, do the shadow work, liberate the sandbags. So they're just heavy sandbags that's just keeping you from ascension. And once you can release that, it becomes so much easier to go to do these, to partake in these magical things. Like I've never really understood, or I guess I never really put in the time to ascend through these planes. Like I've meditated, I've had experiences, but I'm so appreciative. I'm so happy that I finally decided to buckle down, redefine my states. What states are positive for the experience that I'm trying to have, and just being consistent enough of like, let me show up, let me partake in these certain patterns because I want a certain kind of outcome. And the experiences I've had in the last 4 weeks from just doing this class, once again, I've seen my soul from doing DMT. I've done certain things, but I wanted to have it without the assistance, and being able to, I probably go hang out with my soul. I resonate in the light maybe like once a week or twice a week. And it's such a blissful experience that everybody has access to this. Everybody has access to it if you're willing just to sit down, quiet out the world, and fucking meditate.
And meditate.
Just meditate. It's the key. It's the biggest key to it all. Shut out the world.
Shit. That's it. Like a lot of people be like, dude, doing like, bro, the major part of the work is sitting the fuck down. You think it's moving around.
Whole thing.
The whole thing is like, sit the fuck. Like, and I'm guilty. So I'm not perfect with it, but I know. You know what I'm saying? Because I have these experiences. Everybody here is having these experiences when they sit the fuck. We human, so we like to move. So we were jostic. We were josic. We like moving around. We feel like we ain't doing shit if we ain't moving around, especially in the West. The Western culture, if we not moving, you're lazy. You ain't worth shit, nigga. You ain't worth shit. You don't do shit. You just sit there.
Right.
That's how we raised in the West. Because I meet a lot of people from different countries, and I love like a lot of people, and I love asking them, what do they think about America? What do they think about America? Oh. And I'd be like, listen, I'm a nigga in America. There's nothing you go, because they try to be respectful. I'm like, bro, there's nothing you're gonna be able to say that's gonna make me feel like they're like, yes, okay. And they come out with it like, you this, y'all obese, y'all this, y'all don't do this, y'all live to work. Yeah. Common denominator from everybody. I met people from Cuba, from Germany, from Russia, from Ukraine, from name the continent. I've met them from at least from the continent. And everybody says, I remember this one Russian dude got in my car. He was so mad. He's like, how the fuck did you do it? How do you do it? I'm like, what? He didn't. I'm like, how do you do what? I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to say? What is it? He said, what is it? How the fuck do you do life in America? All you do is work. You work 24 hours, and 24 hours is not enough. You have to work. When do you have time for self, man? When do you have time to sit? Yeah. Like, I'm like, that's the common denominator from everybody from any other country. They just like, what the fuck? And I'm gonna tell you, this year, bro, I took charge of that, bro. I took charge of that. I quit my job. I quit the job that I had trucking, did for 7 fucking years, and it was the best fucking. It was fucking terrifying to walk in there and tell them folks right, I'm done. They were like, but yeah, so what if this don't work? What if this don't work for you? Saying you gonna do that? What if that don't work for you? I want to tell y'all what I do, but it ain't no big secret. But it's like, it's best not to put that out there. But like, they like, what if that doesn't, and what if this? Because I know somebody who does that, and what if?
Right.
I'm like, well, you know what? I could help y'all enough. I said, hell no. I'm sorry. Like, I gotta go. I gotta go. It ain't nothing.
Right.
But you're gonna lose your 14 hours of this and this and that. Did you hear how much money I just told you I just made over the weekend?
Money cometh, motherfucker.
Like
money cometh.
cometh. Like, bro, and I've been able to leave. I moved from my homes. I'm not saying, nigga, far from. I am rich. Let me say that. Motherfucker, around say some shit. Nah, like no,
It's
I am.
developing.
Like,
it's developing.
The money is recirculating and
Yes.
it's coming in. It's going around, and I'm passing it to other motherfuckers who need, and they giving it back to me. So I got this web set up. Shout out to my nigga Trav. I got this web set up out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming through. You know, so and at that point it was so fucking scary, but like it catapulted me in another level of trusting in spirit, bro.
Yes, yes,
spirit
yes,
showed
yes.
everything
Yes,
that
yes,
lines
yes,
up
yes,
like,
yes.
nigga, this gonna work. This it.
Yes,
Let's go.
yes.
Come on. Hit that last little barrier. Or then folks, yo, what about this? And then, you know, because we care about you and this and that. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm barely making enough money to save to fuck that. I'm out. Bro, when I left, bro, I felt so good. I felt so fucking good, bro.
Let me
the
say,
money
bro,
I made that night.
Ain't no feeling like
Ain't no
telling them folks, I'm done. Bye. Bye. Like forever, bye.
It's a heaviness. It's like it just lifts off. Like it's such a weighted blanket. And when you finally, like, when you trust in spirit, so this is, I talked about earlier about the universe with G-checking. When you have enough faith in a higher vibration, I'm stepping into a higher reality, and you'll get you like you said, like they're questioning, you sure you want to leave? We can offer you this, we can offer you that. That's the universe G-checking you. Like, are you sure you want to transition into this thing? And when you finally have that authority, we go back to spiritual authority. Yes, I'm cutting this loose. I'm trusting in a higher power, and I'm a pivot and do this thing. And I
thou art loose. That's what the pastor said. Nigga, thou art loose.
Nigga, thou art loose.
But I don't want to cut off your story. Oh, no way, Pop.
Okay.
Okay, that was my story with it. But yeah, the thing is, y'all, it's that point that that's it. That's the whole authority shit, man. It's like after you've been through enough of this shit, it's like, especially like when I told y'all about the jail shit, I can give more street shit. I'd rather not get into that because I was still halfway in, halfway out. And I've had enough fucking proof to tell me and show me, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is it. This is the way I was supposed to be going, because I knew, just like my other homie, he's still alive, but I felt like I always knew, like, once I hit this path, bro, if I would have went back to the other side and tried to do the street shit, gonna send his ass back through the reincarnation. Gonna send him back through. I knew I would have been over with, bro. I know what I've been over with. I felt it. I knew it. It was a reason, because death brought me to this. Seeing so many fucking people killed and bro, that shit right there is fucking horrendous. But death is what brought me into it, which is why this was the first spirit that showed itself to me.
Like a rebirth.
The whole of mother of death.
Transformation.
Like it was nothing. Like I had already been listening to Bobby for a while, but no spirit has actually showed itself to me.
But even then, like you can kind of say it was the death of the old you. You know, when we talk about stepping into a higher vibration, you have to. There's always an exchange. Something has to be given. And like when even like the death card isn't anything scary, it's transformation. Something has to be sacrificed, and you're sacrificing that old vibration, the old reality, the old you for something new. And we have the choice, like that knowing, like it's a choice that resonates in all of us. And I kind of talked about it earlier. Like it's a pluck. We kind of subconsciously, we all know what we should be doing. We know the path we should go down, but we don't trust it. And but when you finally have enough trust to step into the darkness, to step into the unknown, and trust your spirit or whatever the decision is, and it honestly, it takes that one leap of faith, and you'll have the aha moment, like, damn, this all worked out. Whether it's you quitting that job, or you move into a whole new place, or you separated from that one relationship, you can feel like it resonates in your soul. It feels good, and all it is continuing to follow that. And it's all in us. We all have a choice, and at any moment we can listen to that call and make that choice and go down the path that we were meant to go down. But it's having enough confidence,
Mm-hmm.
enough
That's
trust to see it
it.
through. It can be as it really is simple, but we make it difficult. The human
That's it.
mind, the ego, the definitions, the labels that we put upon our experiences make it this heavy burden, this heavy choice. But at any moment, you can lift it up and be a whole new person
It'd be a
every single day. Every day you can be a whole new person. Like people talking about catfishing. Like you can literally pivot and be whoever you want to be. Tomorrow you can be a fucking firefighter, but it's just following fucking through. It's just the follow through, trusting.
Hey, Milo. Oh, go ahead, Trav.
Careful. Your words are as heavy as concrete. As you speak, I can see everything. As you speak, I'm so glad that I didn't actually get married. I'm glad that I didn't get married because, like, we'd be separated right now and we'd be like straining our separation.
Mhm.
Like, when you speak, your words, they bring images. I don't know if that's because you're in deep contact with your higher self, but caution when you speak over people's lives. Delicacy when you speak over people's lives. That's what I try to exercise. Maybe
I
I
need to
don't
be
do
better
so
with
good
that
with it.
too. I need to be better with
Yes.
that too. No, facts.
When you tapped in, like we gotta exercise delicacy because like some of the stuff that we speak can change people's trajectory, can change the trajectory. Because the words we speak are heavy. And I can't believe it's only 11 o'clock.
Oh damn, I forgot. I'm in another state. I'm about to say 11. It's
Yeah.
9:52. But no, and I gotta take heed to that, Trav. Like when I was telling you in our first meeting, I was telling about the girl that I was we was having a disagreement together,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole of the thing is what she was trying to tell me. It's like everybody's not gonna the way you saying it. Everybody's not gonna be able to get it like that. Everybody's not at that point. I can't
Yeah.
run in there and get to talking about the three Sopranos, the Soprano triangle.
Yeah.
Like I'm seeing like nobody gets that shit, bro. This is fucking
No,
profound to me. This
these are
is it.
elite.
Like what the fuck is going
Elite.
on over here? Listen, my bad. Go try.
No, no, you go ahead. You're good.
Like I'm like that's what metaphors. I'm just say that metaphors. So because like people need to be able to relate to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm like, let me get better with it because I'm still gonna keep like my personality, like the way that I talk. But at the same time, it's gonna be a better way that I'm figuring out that I can relay it because I need to,
Mhm.
like Travis saying, like speaking with this delicate because I chose to go on and put myself out there on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I already chose to
Right.
get that shit running. So there is a responsibility that come with it. And it's been a part of my life for my whole life, but it's never been this point where it's in the spiritual shit. This shit has been resonating with me my whole life where I speak to people and people take heed to what the fuck I say. I never want to accept the responsibility though, bro. I could have been a big homo on the set. Little nigga could have been a big homo on the set. Real shit. But the thing was like, bro, I wouldn't even want that. Nigga, you responsible for yourself, nigga. Go.
Yeah,
Hell no.
I'm in
Like,
the
oh,
same boat.
hell no.
That's why
Uh-uh.
I need
Hell
Bobby
you
Hemmett
guys
no.
said,
for
Bobby Hemmett said, I don't want y'all niggas to follow me to the bathroom.
Bathroom. Fuck is you niggas talking about? Like real shit. That's why I
Yeah, yeah.
still say certain shit on my YouTube, my TikTok. Like my last video, I said some very vulgar shit. Like I want you to look at me like this nigga here saying what the fuck? Like yes, cause guess what? I'm in a human body just like you, bro. I'm in a human body just like you. Please don't ever come around here with that shit because it's all about you. You know what I'm saying? So I never wanted, but it's still I notice like it's people that come back, bro. And I'm not saying I'm just like this highly elevated motherfucker. Whatever paths I've taken in my past life, I know I'm on a higher level than I was in my previous one. That what I
Mhm.
do know. That's what I
Yes.
do know for sure.
Yes.
But there's people, it's a natural thing when people come around in real life. In the way that I bring in circulate money now. I don't force it. It just naturally happens when I meet these random people. It naturally happens. It's nothing that hey, let me tell you. So do you know about Kefir, brother? Yeah, have you ever heard of Kefir? Yeah, man. The first, you know what I'm saying? The first swirling, baby. Yeah. Come here. I got something for you. Yeah. Come here. All right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't running that shit to him. It be the natural, normal shit. And it just, so it's like,
money cometh, man.
money cometh, bro.
Money cometh.
Money cometh. Like a nigga just gotta formulate this shit in a better way, because like what Travis saying is true, bro. The shit Milo saying, bro. Everything that comes out his mouth, bro, it's like a story fucking playing. You see it.
That's because like so I see like everything in my mind is like a movie plan. Like there's like I know what I'm meant to do. I know my North Star, and I know how to communicate this visually. Like even I try not to. I give it to you guys for having your channels. I don't like the. I would rather communicate this visually instead of through words. Like you said, it's concrete. But even the way, because I know I can be a force in people's lives. I kind of see myself as like as a shooting star, like as a wishing star. I can come in and whatever the change you're looking for, whatever that wish that you wanted in your life, because I come and go in people's lives. I'm really unattached to most people, but I know there's power and there's weight behind it. But if people really want that they're wishing for and they're desiring for, and I come into your life for whatever reason, be prepared. Like there's a lot that has the come with change. Once again, something needs to be sacrificed. There has to be an exchange for something. But I definitely take heed of what I say, and that's why I stay in the back. And there's another way that I would feel better about communicating, and this goes with the dreams. Like we'll be in contact with what I'm building right now.
No, facts. I knew this shit would come one day. See, this is what I'm saying, man. Back in 2020, when I came, it's in this book. It's in this shit, bro. I was saying it's gonna come out. Like it's gotta be a way. I even got little shit that I started. I have like little I came up with an idea, just go on forgot where you go get people across the world to do little projects for you. Forgot what it's called. Fiverr. So I go on Fiverr and get somebody, bro. I got me a whole fucking. I gotta show you. Why not? I'm here. Hold up.
I love the excitement
as well.
I see it now. I have 2 daughters myself. When I go to,
oh, my bad. Look, so I used to rap, right? So I've told y'all that. So I had a video where I came my own fucking character. Like the whole like hard ass song too. I'm sorry, y'all. It's hard. I don't even bag and boast about my music, but the shit hard. But I had somebody create me into a fucking character.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. That looked like a vision board. To me.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be showing it, but fuck it. Niggas can't stop this shit. Hey, damn it, I can't get the picture now. But so I had a motherfucker create a whole comic book character. A whole fucking comic book character, bro, circled around like me. Then, basically,
that's like some Raiden Piccolo type shit.
Hey, now
there's
I'm getting some strong Piccolo vibes.
Hey, I had to create strong Piccolo vibes. So that motherfucker right there with the sword. You see what I'm saying? With the sword. Moving with spirit, cutting off the heads of ignorance around this motherfucker. So, like, I was going with somewhere with it, but like, it was a block. It was a veil. You hear what I'm saying? It was a veil. It wasn't time. I would have been because I'm trying to do rap music. I'm doing crypto. I'm buying gold and silver, and I'm studying commercial law.
It's all gonna come back. It was all meant to be. It just wasn't time.
What I'm saying? It wasn't time. That's what I be trying to tell folks too. Like, I used to think, like, my ex used to be like, you always doing this and learning this, and then you hop to this and hop to that. I used to be like, I don't know why, but I'm telling you, someday, one way, it's gonna all come together and it's gonna make sense. I'm learning all these bits and pieces of shit for a fucking reason.
Like once again, that goes back to like following the joy and following spirit. When I talk about just, we all know what we should be doing, and like life if you follow that, it kind of breadcrumbs you into a lot of different experiences, a lot of different information, and at some point it all comes like it all makes sense. Like this is why I'm happy I journal everything. But like even like looking back, like I used to be a ops manager for like for Amazon and Walmart, and deciding to like make the pivot to do like remote stuff, to do like customer service, and then from that to start doing little content creation and learning how to redo content. And then I get like a little internship, and then I work for a startup, and then I work hand in hand with the owner of the startup. We pivot the whole company. I'm learning how to do pitch decks. It's a breadcrumb that all comes full circle, and it gets to the point where I'm a marketing director now, but all these little things, all the little nuances, even like learning AI, following little passions, little things that brings me joy, video editing, like it's little things. Even if you don't go all the way, you master it, but you follow that spark, you follow it enough, it'll get you where you're meant to be. And it's crazy, like where I am now. Like it all came full circle. All the little internship, the little video editing, all the little bits and pieces that I picked up on throughout this journey has gotten me to the point where I am now, where it all makes fucking sense. From working for so many like down and out fucking startups where we couldn't have enough money, learning how to do interviews, learn how to network, all the things that, even seeing how being an improper leader can affect the entire business. And it took me seeing different aspects or just being in an environment to experience like what is a bad business owner, what is someone that's too soft, what is someone that was too hard, and it all culminated, it all like all these bad experiences, all these things that didn't make sense, all these things that I at the time that I didn't really want to be in, but I knew that I had to be it. I had the experience, I had to learn it, and it all came full circle. So all the little things, like wherever people are, like you have to follow whatever that is, follow that spark, follow that joy, and you follow that until you find the next thing. Because it once again, it'll all come back together. It'll all make sense. At least that's what I speak from experience. Everything that I talk about, it comes from experience. This is why I kind of have authority on it, but.
Listen, I'm here to second that. Like, and I think Trav would do the same. Like this, because this is how spirit works.
Yeah. Yes.
This is really how it fucking works.
Yes.
Like this really how the shit works, bro. Anybody having these experiences, that's what I'm saying. It's a lot of people that talk. I'm not talking about nobody here that's on YouTube in the chat, but I'm saying in general, you'll meet a lot of spiritual people that talk this shit, but they can't give you experience. Even if you can't make sense of the fucking experience, somebody who's been through enough experiences can put pieces. Like, no, that motherfucker really, okay, he know.
You forget the metaphors. It turns into wisdom. It turns into wisdom.
It turns into fucking wisdom, bro. It turns into wisdom, bro. So all that shit that motherfuckers thought didn't connect together, it all fucking connects, bro. All this shit is cyclical. All this shit is a cycle. It's all connected, bro. It's all connected.
That's the difference for like how people resonate to Travis's channel. Like there's a lot of people who speak in headlines. They speak in just bigger, broad concepts over social media in terms of like spiritual development. But like when you find somebody that speaks from a place of wisdom, that speaks from a place of experience, it rings different in the ears. Like it hits different, it resonates different. And this is kind of how you know what can be trusted or what can be at least experimented and what is worth kind of following through on and what's not. Like at least that's what I come to find if I'm on TikTok and I'm listening to people give lives and it's just like it just doesn't hit the ear right. But if I can catch a Travis video, you can tell when Travis is speaking from spirit, or he's channeling something, or he had a big aha moment and something compelled him to share it. And it's just, once again, it's just following through on that. Like one of the big things that really transformed my development is one thing to hear what people who were speaking from wisdom or catching a Travis video, like, yeah, that was really good. I resonate with that. It's another thing that I started going back and studying and breaking down the concepts, because once again, spirit is speaking through him. The ancestors, there's something speaking through Travis. There's gems in there, and just listening to that video once or maybe listening to it twice is not enough for it to really saturate the soul. And it once again, my spiritual studies change of like just taking the transcript of Travis's videos and just breaking down the bigger concepts and then going back and reading it. Like, this is just stuff that I can just share. Like,
Milo, hold up. You said so you get the transcripts?
Yes, I get the transcripts. So like,
You top tier, my
So
nigga.
I'll go through and I'll just write whatever makes sense to me. Like I have my own correspondence. I have my like certain image. I have my own experiences. So certain things
Yeah.
resonate. Certain things make sense. So I'll go through the entire video and I'll break them down in chunks. I try to do like in either 2 and 5 minutes of like breaking down what resonated with me, and then I'll take the transcript and then I'll have AI merge the transcript and my notes together because it's only going to make sense because if it's it has to come from me or something of me has to be inserted with it for it to really resonate. So and then so I'll take AI and it takes the transcripts, it'll take my notes, it'll bring them together, and then I study those because I watch so much YouTube, I watch so much video content, so I needed to find another method of intaking this information. And Travis is pretty much transcribing everything from the books. He is translating everything from certain books just don't resonate with me. Certain books I can get to them, but it's not saturating the soul as if I'm sitting down and breaking down a Travis video and going back to reading it. Like his word, it kind of becomes my book. My notes kind of become my books. And the kind of, you're talking about lane. So one thing that I found that maybe that can help out the people out there from journalists. So from paying attention to my patterns, and I've told Travis about this, I found out the highs and lows to my week. So like 3 days out of the week, I'm resonating higher with my higher self, and 3 days out of the week, I'm at my low state. So since I've been able to identify what days in the week are my highest, my low points, I take advantage. So I'll usually when I'm talking about seeing my soul and having these big meditations, it happens on one of those 3 days. I'll have that big moment, and then on my down, so like it's kind of like a vibration. My week is kind of, so I'm riding the high point and I'm taking advantage of the abundant energy or just being tapped in, and then I take a break. So you're talking about there's power in that latent period. So my lower vibrational days is usually when I try to get all my work done for the week, so I can have these days. So I have my days to myself. So usually I won't read my notes. I won't go back and read my notes. I might watch a spiritual video, but I'm not as focused and tapped in. But I noticed like having that break, even in the low point, even like even at the low point, having that break and then coming back to the material, kind of with like a fresh set of eyes and a fresh set of like just I'm already know I'm coming into my high point of the week, and I kind of took a break. So when I come back and I read my notes, oh my God, I'll have downloads, or sometimes I'll break up the way I read my notes. So I'll go from the bottom up. So I have everything in like in categories, and even doing that, or I might get pulled to read a certain section from a video that I broke down from Travis' video, and that will be the concept, that will be the theme of my 3 days, the whatever. It might be like how to access the soul. This is how I figure out. This is how I experiment. This is how I play around with these concepts and these spiritual practices. This is how I study. So like, okay, I'll take whatever I'm being compelled to read from my notes, and then that'll be the theme for my 3 days. And that's how I have my big aha moment of, let me take this, and then my soul and my higher self will find a way of, nigga, you coming up to visit me, and we're going to do it. Like, instead of going path A, we're going to do path B. It's just from doing that. And I just do that consistently. I keep finding new different paths to just experience this information. And this is how I get these metaphors and get these blissful experiences. And I'm happy this is.
I'm on mute.
Oh yeah, you've been on mute the whole time. I want to say this before you speak, Trav. Bro, like that's one thing I gotta get better with. It's like, that's what it's my formula, how I formulate my shit. Like my shit will come so fucking random. I need to get better with the note taking. Like Milo, because I found that when I do notes, I tend to not want to go back and read them until it may be fucking a year later. But go ahead.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine.
No, yeah, like I'm gonna get to it. But because what I was gonna say was, it's like, okay, let's say this: reading Talk with Shooting, reading Samkhya Darshan, and then my notes on the cosmic doctrine, and then the mystical Kabbalah. Going back and reading them maybe be like a week or two later. So I'm getting better than what I used to be. You see what I'm saying? So I'm getting better than what I used to be, but I find it just like when I'm out, I don't know if that's alpha state, when you get into that daydream state, bro, my shit be coming to me like in that point, and I be mad because I hate, my bad, Milo. But like sometimes it be some shit that like, bro, this is too much. I gotta like either record a fucking video, like Trav was telling in the course. I can't get too much out. It's a point where he tells you to, you know what I'm saying, record yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I have a lot of those, a lot of those. And then come to find out, it be some time that I go back. What I'm trying to say is my shit's not organized, bro.
So this is the
My
thing.
shit's chaotic.
This is the thing. So my method isn't the right method, and I talked to Travis about this. So this is how I came to this conclusion of like, okay, this is the best way for me to digest this information. So when people talk about your astrology sign and the fucking body graph, like that's pretty much the blueprint to your skin. So I'm a Virgo moon. So I'm a Virgo moon and Capricorn rising. I like to organize. I like to take notes. I like for everything to be structured. So because like I went deep of understanding what is the blueprint, what is the stats of Milo? How did Milo come into this reality from the get-go? I came with a higher stat, or I came with a favor of taking structured notes. I came with an inkling. So like you, so when in terms 11. Of so anybody, so it's worth diving in and understanding what astrology signs are associated and what planets. Understand your body graph, because it'll tell you what are you more inclined to. Like my method isn't right for everybody; it's right for me.
Hold up,
like,
say you said look at what?
So your so like your sign. So like your
oh yeah, okay,
yeah. So your astrology signs and your body graph. It gives you the blueprint
body graph. I don't know what body graph
I'll send it to you. It's just another way it dissects all the different points in your body. But once again, like if you think about your ego or yourself as a playable character. I don't know if you play video games or you do D&D, but like you came into this world with a certain amount of stats and they were allocated in certain things. So I like that equate this to video games. If you play video games, you could kind of get it. But like it's when you dive into the astrology signs and your body graph, it's understanding where are my points allocated and what stat? What do I prefer to do? What do I'm not bad at? Because not everybody can take notes or do what I'm doing. And I'm not saying it's right for everybody, but at least that's what I do with that information, that body graph for astrology. I want to understand what is the blueprint, the making, like the base frame of Milo, and how can I play off the strengths and the weaknesses? And so now that I know what I'm strong at and I don't know what I'm weak at, I can apply it to work, I can apply it to study, I can apply it to everything. And it's fluid though, or it's flexible. So even though I may come into this world with an inkling to take notes or I have a high intelligence score, it's like going to the gym. If you do it long enough, you'll get stronger. Your stats will change. So you can always change. You can always change what you like and what you want to go at. But I think understanding at least the baseline, what is my baseline strengths and weaknesses, and then playing off that can lead to evolve. It can lead to growth and evolution way quicker. So once again, like you have your own methods. Like all it is you just have to identify what do you like, what are you more pulled towards, and refining that. Okay, I get downloads at a certain time doing these certain things. Okay, you lean into that more. You get to the point where like it becomes like at least the way that things will flow through me. I'm pretty open. Like it comes pretty strongly. But that's from me identifying my strengths, refining my strengths, and being consistent, and then being flexible and experimental. I know what I'm strong at. I know what I'm good at. But I'm still willing to go out of my bubble.
Milo, please stop. I'm not
hey, hey, Milo.
No. Let me say
okay.
it. Let me say it.
Right.
I'm not even joking.
My bad.
I'm not even joking. Is there a point when thought becomes too strong?
I can feel it. I'm just in the flow state.
When I listen, you develop so many intricate puzzles and pathways. And as a person who practices NLP, I'm listening and I'm getting lost in the entanglement.
Oh, my bad.
No. What I'm asking you is there a point when the thought becomes too strong?
I don't know. I don't have an answer. I'm gonna have to meditate on it.
Can I talk, Trav? Or Trav, are you in the mode?
Yeah. It was all like this. What I'm doing is not necessarily the right way to go about it, but I'm just hoping to empower people at least.
It's not the wrong way. It's not the wrong way either.
That's what I was finna say.
It's not the wrong way either.
That's what I was finna say. Cause like, bro, like I've been taking notes since your ass. I tell you that now.
I'm taking notes from you guys.
So it's like, but like, no, everything you saying, like, no Diddy, but you landed on a thick, Milo.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Like, but in a good, see, I like when the shit's like this. Like, I like that type shit, bro. No Diddy, I like it though. So when it comes in this fashion, because you flowing, bro. You know
it feels like a waterfall. Like it literally, I can feel the.
Like I'm telling you, everybody. I just pulled up YouTube over here too. Everybody feels the same shit. Trav, why you think Trav eyes is fucking closed? You know what I'm saying? You flowing like this motherfucker. He been moving like water for the past 30-40 minutes. He just been water. You know what I'm saying? Because you flowing like water, bro. So it's like, but he's saying it from a level of somebody who studies and practices NLP. So he's picking up on more subtle shit. And it's like, damn, you know what? He right. But see, motherfucker like me, I'm getting into NLP more strongest. I'm paying attention to it too. So it's like, damn. But at the same time, you not like he's saying, it's not that you're doing anything wrong. You know what I'm saying? But like the shit is some heavy shit. It ain't no light shit.
I thought it
ain't
obvious.
No light. You ain't take no light shit today. You took a real dump on us.
Oh, because like this is just me. Like this is just
no, this what I'm trying to get to, Milo. That shit that a nigga run back 3-4 fucking times. You see what I'm saying? And pick up something different. This what I'm saying.
This
and pick
is
up something
that video.
different every fucking time. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, because I'm the same way you are. Only thing is, I forgot. See, I like fucking with technology too. I ain't been doing it lately, but the AI, I forgot you have a thing where you can get the whole transcript. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, these are the helpful tools that I'm trying to get back into and fucking with. So now that I made this shit public on YouTube and I got a plan of what I'm trying to do with my shit. So I know how we gonna click and link. This shit gonna be A1, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But like
that's all I wanted.
These extra tools, you're giving gems. People in the chat breaking down like, oh yeah, how can you transcribe voice notes and shit? They giving apps inside the what's name, like people helping everybody.
That's all I was hoping on. Like
that's what you doing. You ain't got. Hey, bro, listen.
This is how I experiment.
When you speak, listen to how you speak, bro. You ain't got a hope. It's happening, homie. That shit happening. I'm looking. I'm feeling. I know it's at least another nigga like me out there picking up on it. There's at least one.
Right.
It's at least one.
At least
one. Like you right. Like I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So like getting better with picking up on my pattern, which is what this course is about, right? These elemental spirits sits. That's what these elemental spirits sit over these patterns.
It's these states. The states they put us on there.
They rule and they sit around that motherfucker. And so when you see this, the thing about this, what spirits is. Because when we dealing with spirits ain't nothing but agreed upon thought forms of a species, of a people. So once they give them, once you give something a name,
say that again.
Damn, what the fuck did I just say?
These spirits are nothing but agreed upon thought forms.
So once we give these Greek, because like I tell folks, bro, a bad bitch is a spirit. Baddies are spirits. Baddies are spirits. It's a spirit it's an egregore that sits over there. They all think about it. They all dress alike. They all use the same lingo. They all take the same pictures the same way. And I'm not shitting
same
on that.
Hair, same hair, same nails, same
every goddamn thing. Hell, it can be somebody all the way over in London with the same shit over it. It's a spirit. So once you give a spirit a name and identification, then you can have power over it. And you get power over once you give it a definition. That's what this whole manifest reality is about. Once it has definition, oh, this motherfucker can be moved around within the ramifications of what it can be moved around in. And that's those principles that we understand around this motherfucker. It's those 7 Hermetic principles. That's that left pillar and the right pillar and the middle pillar.
Yes.
That's the map. That's what this Kabbalah shit is, bro. I'm getting it. It's the map. So once you learn how to identify the points on the map, like whether you know if you're on the highway or you're on the road or you're on a service road or you're in a field of fucking grass, nigga. Once you get these definitions down about where you
Yeah.
at and what you're doing and how you can move, if you know you're on the highway, guess what? Oh shit, you go faster on the highway than a street. Okay, so
Yeah.
now I'm on the highway. I got this definition of a fucking highway. I can use what vehicle I want to move on this highway, how I want to move on this highway. It's still rules, but I ain't got to do the same rules that's taking place on the street in the neighborhood. I can move a little different. So once we figure out these elemental spirits, the names of them and what they do and this and this and that, you got a name over them, bro. Now you can operate over them. Now you can tell them what to do.
Yes.
You can make them
Yes.
your bitch, or you can make them your friend, or you can make them your enemy. I'd rather have a bitch and a friend. Because
Right.
even
right.
using a bitch can be term of endearment. Because I talk to my friends
It's
like that.
like-
I'm like, hey, bitch, where you at, bitch? Where you at? I talk
After
to
a
my
while
friends
of
like that.
having a bitch, you realize having a friend is more valuable.
Is what? Yeah, nah, facts.
That's not a flex. That's not a flex.
No, you right. Facts. Facts.
Growing up, like I, as a young person, I thought of females as sexual objects because that's how society raised me. But a woman taught me to see women as women. And after that, it altered my perspective completely.
Oh, we got a Laura in there.
Hi.
Hey.
Laura.
Oh man, this conversation is so on fire that I'm really grateful to be here with you guys. I'm so
You
glad
know,
we all.
we grateful for you. You
For
know that,
real.
right? Every time I hear
For
you in that
sure.
talk with Shooty, listen, thank
Uh-oh.
you.
Mhm.
Gratitude.
Oh my
Seriously.
gosh, thank you. I'm glad you all got value from it for sure. I'm still
Hell
using
yeah.
it today. Like Tatwa Shooty is so potent, and then Travis's chakra Shooty is really potent too. But yeah, I'm glad to hear this conversation between you guys and learn some more, man.
That's right.
Thought we needed a little bit of balance. You know
No,
what
we
I'm saying?
do.
You needed a girl.
A woman. Woman energy.
Right. There we go.
We need a woman around here.
I
niggas
will.
like-
I don't like men no more. I will love a woman.
A woman.
Oh, wait. Y'all know that meme. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
No.
I have no idea what you're talking
think I
about, but
do.
that's fine.
I think I do.
The
Hey,
church,
'cause you
the
be-
church,
Go ahead. What
church-
was
the dude in the church. He was like gay, but like
he
got
been
saved.
delivered. The delivered dude.
Yeah.
The
I was
delivered
delivered.
dude.
Right.
I thought I knew
Right,
what
right.
you were talking about.
Okay, yeah.
I've been
Oh
delivered.
my
I have been
God.
delivered.
I've been delivered.
Delivered.
But yo, Alora, so like as we talk about this, like we've been hinting at the elemental spirits, like every edge way from left, right, sideways, diagonally, but not directly.
Ooh.
And I know that you are someone who has been dealing with the elemental forces for years, just like I have been. So when we talk about life's circumstances and like trying to balance being a human being and this inhuman world, what's your take on trying to remain sane?
Oh, well, it's difficult. I'm gonna try to word things. I'm gonna really think about what I say, not because I'm worried about repercussions or anything, but that's just been something I've been working on because I tend to word vomit. And so I'm trying to be a lot more precise and communicate directly on like how I'm thinking of these things. Because when we're talking about like how to find that balance, it's what I'm finding is that reality is like a pendulum and it sways in one direction and another. And you're always trying to catch timing so you can meet it in the middle. Because when you find it in the middle of that swing, that's your sweet spot. that's where you find something not too extreme in either direction, but just a really steady flow. And there are times when you catch it on the upswing where maybe you're really, really in tune and the veil is thin and everything around you is activated and you can't really relate to anybody else around you because you're seeing spirits or you're feeling elemental shifts, or you just can't communicate like you normally would in this realm, right? And then there are other times where you're at the other end of the spectrum where all you are is just grounded. All you are is just sucked in the experience of life and you don't really know how to navigate out of it because it seems like you're trying to go to this other extreme but you're on the other side of it and you can't connect to it. So I think when it comes to like remaining sane and finding that middle sweet path, part of it is going with the flow and understanding that that pendulum is swinging and you're swinging with it. And if you're in one extreme, that's okay. But it's also time to go to that other extreme, right? Or to find into that middle to push that pendulum in that other direction. That you're part of that force that's moving the pendulum itself. And so when you start to realize that, that's where, so in so many words, that's spiritual authority. So I found that when I have gained spiritual authority, that's when I remain the most balanced in being able to learn and grow in my spirituality, but at the same time be able to have the experience and identify with others and remain grounded.
Let me be the first one to respond to what you just said. You mentioned the pendulum swinging from one extreme to the next, and you said that you are a part of the force that causes the swing from the left to the right, and that's spiritual authority. Woo! Wait a minute. Somebody did not catch that. Somebody did not catch what the fuck you just said. Somebody didn't hear it. We got that swing from I'm on top of the world. I'm a piece of shit.
Shit.
We got that swing, right? But you're a part of the force that causes the pendulum to swing. And that's spiritual authority. Somebody didn't get it.
That's the authority. Hold up.
Yeah. And the only way you can really let that sit, this is the other thing that I'm learning too, is the only way that that really will sit inside of you, because conceptually we can get it, but you have to experience it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and the Lord, I think that's everything that, especially what Milo been saying this whole, that's it. Like, and it's these metaphors, right? It's these fucking metaphors. I'm saying a metaphor. Milo saying a metaphor. Lord saying, it's these metaphors. This is how we get to tap into those high states of consciousness, because the only way they can be broken down is fucking metaphors.
Yeah. So
That's
here's
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
done. We didn't talk enough, Lord. Shit. Please go.
It has to be experienced.
Well, it's interesting because it's like humans learn through stories. And
Mhm.
that's when you get into tapping into visualization or using your imagination, or like why, because there's a point in your spiritual path where you're like, well, why even connect to this world at all? It's because this world gives you active use of your imagination. And through your imagination, that's how you experience being the force. That's how you experience being the force that moves the pendulum. That's how you experience these extremes and understand truly what they are. So being grounded in this reality is not a bad thing at all. In
Yeah.
fact, it's quite preferable.
Yeah.
Once I came to that conclusion,
It's a
oh
balance.
man, it was a balance, because I like, what, fuck this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hated this shit. Like, this is a prison. Once I stopped looking at this shit like a fucking prison, bro.
Well, and guess what? You experience it as a prison, don't you? Because you're still alive.
You damn sure experience it as a prison. When you
Yes.
thinking like that, oh, okay, well, here comes the warden, here comes the COs, gonna whoop on your ass, and you better not drop the soap. That soap better not be
No, no, please no.
Cause I'm telling you, guess what? It ain't gonna be a man. It's gonna be Prakriti.
Oh my
Prakriti gonna
God.
do it
And
to
she
you.
don't care.
And
She's
she don't give
worse.
no fuck.
She's
She
worse.
worse. She's a bitch. She then yeah. That's when that
No,
bitchy shit come out, and you like,
like,
damn. Oh,
you're,
but now go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you're right about you have to find that balance, but that balance comes from experience. Because like it took years of redlining, hitting each side of the wall, being super spiritual, and then having to come back to the dense reality. Being super spiritual, I then have to get my reality back in alignment. But from doing the dance long enough, from just experiencing and learning how to refine it and finding that balance, uh, I'm grateful, but like it took time. And even now, like listening to this back, I can appreciate even all those times where I was redlining because it wouldn't have got me where I was today. But I'm grateful that I was even consistent enough to keep experiencing, to keep trying to have these revelations on both sides. There's wisdom to be found on both sides. Being super spiritual, like there's because as above, so below. There's ways to find the correlations to make to find that balance and not hit the guardrails. So thank you for that.
Of course. Trav, what is there anything that you want to say? Because I see you, I'm looking at you in the corner because like you'll drop like major gems or lessons throughout these things. So I'm also part of me is waiting for you to speak too.
Don't put me on the spot because I tried to put you on the spot. I knew that you had something to say and you delivered. All right.
Yes.
Delivered.
You delivered.
Delivered.
I love a woman. I am delivered. But yeah, like on this subject, as far as keeping sane in this world, like I'm constantly reminded how crazy people are. I hate to use that word crazy. We all hate to use that word crazy. But right now in my hometown, supposedly we've got some kind of hurricane or tornado. Like I genuinely don't know because I haven't been paying attention. And my brother's telling me like every couple of hours, hey Trav, they say it's a category 4. Hey Trav, they say it's gonna knock out the power. They say it's gonna do this. And every single time, I'm like, bro, I don't care. And I haven't cared for the past 5 years. I haven't cared for the past 10 years. I think about 10 years ago, we packed up all our shit and like we evacuated and I spent all my paycheck on buying a hotel and gas money and food, evacuating us to another city for some supposed hurricane that didn't affect anything. Now, granted, I understand and I will admit the storms are serious. Like people get hurt, people lose their stuff. Like for sure, it's real. But in my hometown, where I live, it's this perfect spot, this sweet spot where if you weren't watching the news, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between a bad storm or whatever. In any case, my brother and other family members keep texting and reminding me that things are going to be so terrible. We got to prepare. Make sure you got your water. Make sure you got your food. And I'm like, yo, we've been through this every single year. Do y'all not learn? Did y'all not like get the hint? So like as far as keeping sane, it's like there's a certain measure of like observing the outside world. Oh, Diddy, he had 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Like there's a certain level of observing what's happening out there, but not taking it in. I don't care about Diddy's baby oil. I got baby oil bottles. But you know what I'm saying? But like, I got, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But see,
Dude,
that's the shit right there. Is where it's basically just like pulling away. Not even you'll get to a point where you don't even have to pull away your emotional attachment, because it's the emotional attachment that brings so much dense weight on to you into this shit. And I'm gonna tell you like, and I'm gonna use my past as an example. When you witness a lot of people get shot, a lot of people get killed, when you hear a lot of parents and grandparents cry and scream for their kids inside of this casket, and they burying their kids, it numbs you.
Mm-hmm.
Like it really pulls you away from like niggas die every day, B. Niggas
Yeah.
die every day, B.
You'll be
You
all
know what
right,
I'm
B.
saying? But it's like once I understood that was a cover up. Once I got deep into my spiritual shit, that was a cover up because I didn't want to express emotion. It was built up. Oh, those tears came out. That hurt came out later on down the line. But it still built up a framework of not being so emotionally attached to the outcome of this reality and the players into it. Because that's when I noticed like that's what they was talking about when they was talking about lightening the heart. That's what the whole non-attachment shit is. It's like obviously you're a human, you have attachments. You're gonna have
Yeah.
attachment to, you know what I'm saying, to your toes, your feet, your ankles, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have attachment to that. But the thing is like how much of an emotional attachment to the outside things do you actually have? And that's what I have worked on that has helped me to like once I pull myself out of it. Like I used to do this certain meditation out of feel high and condensed chaos. So when I was with my ex, I used to have these dreams about motherfucker cheating on me and shit. Remember I had them dreams about when your partner cheating on you and shit. So I started doing a certain meditation that I had to use Lord Ganesh in. And it was just like, imagine yourself, whatever this thing is that's fucking you up, imagine yourself going through it and just observing it, observing the emotions, being the droshta, just the
Yeah.
observer, just
Yeah.
being the observer. And I had certain meditations where shit, I would even imagine me being in like a casket, bro. Like and watching my family go through certain things as I'm dead and I'm sitting there watching them from a whole nother state and they going through their what's names. Like these things help me get into that mode of understanding like I'm here, that's there. Those are separate things. Get into the understanding of Purusha, pulling further and further away from the dense 5 sense reality because that's what we experiencing everything through our 5 senses. If we experiencing everything through the 5 senses, that's what's building the ego up. That's what building the attachment up to this motherfucker.
So I would like to make a note on that, on what you're saying, from actually one of Travis's past teachings.
Okay.
I have some notes on conceptual combinations.
Conceptual
Um,
combinations.
yeah, so that's basically what I feel like this conversation has been talking about this whole time, where so conceptual combination plus words equals power to create reality. So your mind imposes categories on a rainbow of things, right? So we can conceptualize it. So without concepts, we cannot learn. We have to be able to categorize these concepts. So concepts create meaning, and that meaning is what gives you your perception, but the map is not the territory. So through all of these events that happen, your brain is categorizing these events, which includes the colors, the scenery, the things that happen, the rain itself, right? At these hurricanes, the casket of the children, like all of these events are now being categorized in your brain as a concept. And when you're getting into specifics, then your brain is going to go into that file where it's put this category here and start making things more specific. So for example, right, we tend to magnify differences between the submodalities according to the goal. So, and then this is how they add together. So if my goal is to see color, then all the colors will help my goal. But if my goal is different, like I want to use the colors for whatever, then the category will split into other categories. So for example, red and green will no longer work as a combo according to what the end goal is. So we're talking about how we stay sane in this reality and how people are attaching themselves to these events, right? They're attaching themselves by the way how they're gathering this information and conceptualizing it in a certain category. And then they're using bits and pieces of that data from that category to achieve an end goal or an end emotion that they want to feel. This is where people are living by their emotions. This is why when you're saying the elementals sit on top of these patterns, this is how we're tapping into it. So when we're saying we need to connect with the element of error, the way how someone is going to do that through an emotional response is going to be different because they're going to be looking through different specifics of what they conceptualize as air element. So I just kind of wanted to add that into what you're saying for how people are being like moved by their emotions, because I see that within myself. I see that within my own weaknesses in the sense of how I make myself weak because I have attached certain concepts and sensory things, right, and items and all this kind of stuff to experiences that by being hurt by these experiences, for some reason I believe that that gave me power. For some reason power was in that hurt that I was feeling. So now if an event like that comes, I can call upon these experiences, these certain experiences in that whole category, to then draw upon the emotional hurt that I want to feel.
Damn, see, okay, because damn, okay, Laura, because I had it when I first heard of NLP a couple years ago. I had like this NLP essential book, and I took one exercise from it, and it was basically like, let's say if you have a moment, or if you have an experience, or you the type of person that goes through anxiety, right? And if I go through anxiety, they had a certain practice, like, okay, basically you tap back into a memory where you felt the most prideful, where you felt the most confident. Home in on that emotion, and it'll tell you to take a part of your body and create a certain pressure, right? So they were like, don't use any part of your body that's easy, because you're trying to make this pressure relate to an emotional state. So for me, I would just like hold my finger like this. Like, cause you're not randomly just walking around doing, that's you some gang banger. You're not walking around doing your fingers like this. So I'm like, okay, so I hone in that emotion of feeling confident. And I did this meditation for about like a week or two. And when I get in these certain predicaments where I might not be so confident, whatever the case may be, it's like
Yep.
pressing a goddamn button. And
Gave
it
yourself
turned,
a mudra.
damn, yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. You
So, and I
created a
catch
channel.
myself doing it now, without even doing it on purpose. I'm like, damn, okay, fuck. I don't even need it no more, but it does. Like, and I get in those positions, I'm like, damn, I'm sweating. I'm a little anxious. So I didn't caught on, boom. My finger, it just
Yep.
started naturally doing the shit.
Yep. And there are agreed upon patterns that humans subconsciously do all the time. Like so my lifestyle is that of fighting, right?
Mm.
I fucking love it. So I'm sparring like every day. And it's so cool to see those new cycles of people, because when we get new cycles of somebody, when they start feeling pressured, everybody, they may be calm and cool as a cucumber, right? But man, as soon as you start pressuring them, you may not even be hitting them hard, just like sending in a flurry. They all get frantic. They all start to
Mm.
swing hard. They all start to want to push you away. They do the same moves. Every single person. It is an
Human
unconscious,
beings.
agreed upon pattern that
Damn.
humans do. So imagine what the rest of the population is doing when we're faced with these obstacles or parts of reality or emotions and we don't know how to conceptualize them, right? Like in
Elemental
the top,
forces.
yes, in the Tattva Shuddhi meditation, right? You know how at the end it has you're envisioning Prana Shakti and
Mm-hmm. On
she's
that lotus.
red like the sunset, right? Sitting on the lotus. It took me such a long time to conceptualize that, because for my whole life I remembered pictures, like Hindu pictures and stuff like that, of like the gods and goddesses and all of that, but I never focused specifically on the color what they're holding. It just kind of, I just took in the picture and was like, oh, that's beautiful,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
I never actually focused in on it. So then when I was on my own in meditation, it took me so long to actually be able to see red prana shakti sitting on the
Mhm.
lotus. And I had to accept that the process was going to take time. So how am I conceptualizing this first? Well, first I feel a presence there. Then after that, I get bits and pieces of her arms. After that, I may just get the color. After that, so it's like all these little pieces then start coming together, and then all of a sudden I start getting the full picture, and then the emotion comes in, the channeling comes in, I get the visions.
So it's these layers how it ends up coming in. Eh, Shit, it gotta be for everybody, right?
Yep, those are the patterns of learning.
The patterns. These the fucking patterns. Okay, right. Damn.
Powerful. That's powerful. Okay. Let me write that down.
See, I'm conceptualizing how, cause like, cause hell, I listen to your voice every time I do it. So when I'm listening to it now, I'm trying to picture it because like I used to fight myself in trying to because she turns the same color as the sun when the sun is rising. Like that same color is that's the type of red they're talking about. So I fight myself like, damn, she turning pink.
Yeah.
Damn, she turning orange. Damn, she turning
It's
like fuck.
changing. Yeah.
Quit changing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right,
then
right.
let me
'Cause- Go ahead, go ahead.
now I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be funny. People gonna laugh. I'm gonna tell you what made me get her right. The rapper Sexy Red.
Oh my god.
I
Oh,
pictured, I pictured, I pictured Shakti is Sexy Red, and I get that same. I get the right red every time, and it's not even that bright red that Sexy Red be wearing. But for some reason, when I picture Sexy Red fucking face on Shakti, it gets it right every time. I'm like, well, I guess that's the way it worked for me.
right? But you see how you dialed into your concepts, right? So your combinations there. Like at first, when the metaphor that they use, right? Imagine the sun rising, and that's the red that you're seeing. But your red, that when you think of a sun rising or a sun setting, is going to be different. So you couldn't stick with that picture and get the red. It had to be another picture that allowed you to then finally make that conceptual combination to then create this new reality that you're experiencing.
And see, it
Magic.
it it
I love
yeah,
it.
and see,
I
and
love
that's
it.
what
I love
makes
it.
it easier
That's
with
what's so
breaking
fun.
with breaking down these dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because like the same shit you telling people is like, okay, because we know one thing, we have a collective conscious understanding of like, let's say of what a fucking dog is or what a serpent is. And then we have a personal connection with what a serpent is. You know what I'm saying? So once you look at both of those and then court, like this is the breaking down of the dreams. So it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? It'll be the same thing with that is how we going how I'm going through that damn talk with shooting meditation. It's like, damn, okay. And that's one of the things that I did learn from like being around or listening to when I first came into this information about 2013, 2014. It was like with listening to Bobby Hemming, it was the mind. It was like just adapting the magical mind because we had the mind that was so built up upon tradition and then culture and then superstition. You know what I'm saying? Like all these built up within whatever layer of culture or reality or whatever the hell we live in. And it was so hard to come up out of that and think magically. It's like, damn, okay, now I get what he's talking about. Just like being like a kid, having the imagination of a child. Cause yo,
Yeah.
what the hell is
He's all stroking the chair.
Hmm.
It's heavy in the flow right now.
Hey, that shit.
The fleas in the forest.
Hey, he is. I think. Hey, my boy on some shrooms. But that's some shit I be doing on some shrooms. Shit just feel different. Oh, he said, yeah. Like, yeah. See, if your ass can't sit down on no goddamn shrooms, everything feel different and look different. Hey, this nigga try. I know they in the chat dripping out.
Man.
What was that book you were reading from?
What book?
Yeah.
I was actually reading from my notes from a
So y'all some good note takers. I like y'all, man.
from your books, man. It is so true. But one thing that you can look into in order to get deeper into this is how emotions are made. That's a really good book. By
Oh, that's a book. How
Lisa.
Emotions Are Made.
Yes, how
Let me go to
emotions are made.
Amazon.
You can go to Amazon. You can also on YouTube. They don't have the audio
Ooh.
book, but they have interviews with her, and
Oh,
she gives lectures and all kinds of stuff. So you can learn a lot from that. It's really
Lisa Barrett.
fascinating. Yep, Lisa F. Yeah, I forget her last name. Yeah, how
Pretty
emotions are
affordable too.
made.
Pretty fucking affordable.
Man, I would love a screenshot of your notes.
See, Milo.
That's
All over
gems.
the place, man.
Hey, let me ask you this, Milo. So it's a book I found on. I don't think I haven't heard any occult people talk about it. It's a series of books that's on Amazon, like where you can program AI with certain spirits. It's called fuck. Where's it at? I got it here. I want to see. Have you ever heard of it? It's called because they gave a specific name for the technology. I'm like, I've never heard of that shit, but I want to get the book just cause like they program Chat GPT with a fucking spirit
I can
or
see
with
that.
a certain entity.
I can
It's
see
like
that.
you can see that.
Yeah,
I
I can
feel
see
like I
that.
can conceptualize it in my head, but I'm like, I'm itching to get this damn book for the fact that I'm a scientist, bro. I gotta try it out. Why the fuck not? Why would I not?
Laura, I'm so happy you came on.
I'm so happy you guys
Freaking
came on. This was, I mean, it's been a long time since we've had a live, at least one that I've seen, and I'm just so grateful to have these conversations. You guys are like everyone here is like a breath of fresh air.
no,
Listen,
live
gratitude to
trash be like
Milo.
that.
Gratitude to Milo because like I know I haven't been live for like 3-4 weeks, but Milo suggested that I do something like this, and I thought about it, and here it is.
Yeah,
So
I'm so grateful.
Now, see, they be needy, and then I'm new coming around here, so I used to see
you
the
ain't new.
old
You ain't
ones.
new. You ain't new to this. You true to this.
True to this
You true to
shit.
this.
Hey, cause I'm gonna tell you, Lord, hey, them old lives, I be like, damn, like
Yeah. Yeah,
she
Laura, you
going
were spitting.
in, like this motherfucker
And
here.
I thought I was obnoxious.
Nah, I used to study
Shit,
your lives.
But
shit.
I'm glad you guys got value. Thanks. Yeah, there was a lot of times that I'd just be like, and there's this.
Nah, it was gems. There were
No,
gems.
you ain't get shit but gems. Real shit. Like, so the way that you saying but that's the same way onlookers was looking at them lives that y'all had done, like you Shango and
Oh yeah, that was back
Milo,
in the
what you on
day.
that? Was it you, Milo, too?
Nah,
That
I
was
was
So
watching.
Maestro.
so you was watching. So
Yeah, I was watching.
I guess it was like MC Maestro
Yep.
and all right, god damn it. Like I don't know nothing, Milo. I think you was there, but all right, man. But those motherfuckers, like going back and listen to them, man, it's like, god damn, fuck. I want to be a part of them so bad, but like I learned so much from hearing art. Like I said, I went to arts and science school, even though I didn't graduate. I picked up something special. Seminars where you get people from
Mm.
so many different backgrounds looking at one piece of art or reading one piece of literature and all conceptualizing and bringing in using their metaphors to describe what they see, what they
Mm.
experience. That shit is important.
Beautiful.
That I think it actually can solve fucking world fucking problems, but
Yeah.
And
Prakriti gonna do what she gonna do.
there
Whatever,
was a
man.
question. There's a question in a Richard Bandler book that asks like, if you
Uh-oh.
could think of one solution that would solve the world's problems, what would it be? And he requires you to sit back for a couple of days and think on this.
Ooh.
And
Damn.
bro, like for me, what I thought was for all the world leaders to actually sit down and practice mindfulness meditation. for like all the world
Agreed.
leaders to actually sit down and meditate.
Meditate. It's the key.
If y'all just did that, we would come to some sort of a common ground.
He was asking for what would solve all the world's problems.
Mhm.
That
balance.
is so tough because I feel like as well, when you come to this level of understanding that everything is that pendulum, right? That everything that the balance is creation itself, that there is no good or bad. You kind of see like, at least for me, it's hard to imagine a world without problems because then it would be like, why would anyone be here? You know?
No, I agree. I'm gonna tell you something that fucked me up when I was a kid, and I used to be scared
Damn.
to express this. I'm gonna say this. When I was a kid, bro, obviously growing up in Southern Tennessee, I'm Baptist. You know, I used to be terrified of fucking heaven. Heaven fucking frightened me. I got this concept. See, now that I'm studying mystical Kabbalah, it makes sense. Why? It fucking frightened me. I understood the concept of Kether before anybody else did. They thought heaven was golden roads and pretty shit. I was already past that. I didn't understand that. I understood that then. I was scared of fucking heaven because it was so simplistic. My understanding of heaven as a kid was just the simplisticness of a simple thing you can't fucking really get a concept of, but it's so simple, it's terrifying. I'm like, so we ain't gonna be up there doing nothing. I got my ass, my grandmama whooped my
Yeah.
ass. I got in trouble. I'm like, heaven gotta be boring. I remember Miss Long Live Miss Blackman, bro. She told me, she's like, boy, I'm going to get your grandmama. Miss I had to go outside and pick my switch. I was questioning back then.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had to go
Ooh.
pick that motherfucking trap on the side of the church.
Oh man.
Cause I'm like, bro, this don't sound right. Like, I don't want to go to heaven, but I don't want to go to hell neither. But like heaven though, like that sounds so damn boring to the point where I can't even think about what the fuck it really is. So I was having that, and then read Mystical Kabbalah, and they talk about the higher up you go, the more simplistic it is. In a the tripernal or I can't fucking up the word. The top three in a triangle or the tree, they don't have no vices. Them three don't have no vices sitting up at the top. All the vices are down here. It's so simple. That's what I'm telling for. Like, we trying to get back to God. I'm like, bro, are you ready for that shit? Because that's the most simple shit ever.
Well,
To the
and you
point
know
you
what's
can't.
crazy though too? That even within those three, right? The top
Mhm.
three, the two that are lower, they understand that they are different. So even though there isn't a vice, they still deal with a level of separatedness,
It's separate, yeah. Because that's where it really begins at, right?
which is where problems come, right?
Come
Because
in,
we
yeah.
stay separate from ourselves.
Hmm.
Okay, you said that's where problems come. And that's a perspective.
Yeah, it is a perspective. You're right.
What I'm saying is like problems is another word. What if there was a different word? From the unity splitting into two perspectives, we can call them problems. What else can we call them?
Sep
Polarity, cause and effect.
cause and effect, like separate. Like I just think of separate, like because I'm thinking the if there's something that is separate from me, that's where I start to see it as a problem, right? Because I'm not identifying with it. Like it's not, if it's something that's mine, it seems to be easy to handle. It doesn't seem to be a problem
If it's
if it's
something that's
mine.
mine, the metaphors are crucial. Crucial. I had a interview, a consultation with a young lady the other day, and she talked about her future and how she has to fight for the better outcome. And I said, you got to ease into your outcome. Baby, it's not a fight. You ease into it. You ease into it. Why do you have to fight? Your metaphors matter. You set the metaphor. And when I think about the future, I listen to the metaphor that I place upon it and I check it. Y'all talk about a soft life. You ever heard of that?
You get them right.
Anybody?
I did it
Soft
for
life.
you.
Maybe it's just me.
What's that? No.
Oh, you can't hear us? Because you froze, Trav. I hear you, though. Hold on. Can anybody hear anybody? Somebody say something.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Allure
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Travis is
Milo,
frozen.
too. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Trav.
Still
He
in
said,
here.
he said anybody. It's anybody. I'll go guess. Yeah, no. I'm trying to live a soft like my goddamn self right now.
Like, yes.
That's what's coming into fruition. One of them soft. I don't want to do shit but study and do this shit. But I guess we gotta wait till he come back in. Cause goddamn, Trav.
So, well, he
Go ahead,
asked. He
Lou.
asked, "What is a soft life to people?" So, or what that means. So, what does that mean to you guys when he says that? Oh, he'll come back. He just had to
Okay.
reload probably.
But
But what
now,
does a soft life mean? Because I haven't heard it enough to be able to really, like, to
see,
me, it sounds like sort of like spoiled, like
like
things have been
basically,
handed to you.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. But a life with less resistance.
Yeah. So like the first thing that comes to
Like
mind
that's the best
is
thing I
like
can say.
peace
No
and harmony.
hardship, right?
Yeah, harmony. I think
Like,
of harmony because like if you have harmony, you're not coming into resistance. Everything's
mhm.
in alignment, and at least for me, that's a soft life where I don't need to fight or push or tug or beg. Everything that I desire, or everything that I want to experience in my life is in alignment. It comes to me, and it
Yeah.
flows, and it
It
flows
ain't no.
effortlessly.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Hurry up and get it. I gotta get this. I gotta get that.
Yeah,
Like that
yeah.
lifestyle, bro.
I had enough of
Man,
that. I had enough of
man.
that.
And like,
So what?
and I don't know if you was on earlier or lower, and like that's what I was speaking on. Like when I meet a lot of foreign people that come from the other countries, they come over here and they like, I don't get how y'all live like this. Y'all literally live to work.
Yeah.
Y'all live to work. And even though I knew that, but hearing it from so many foreign people say it, it's like, damn. I had one guy who came from Africa. He was like, bro, it took me 5 years to get used to it. Because back home, all I needed was my guitar, something to eat, and like and somewhere to sleep, and I'm good. I get over here, I gotta have this, that, this, and this and that. And it's like, bro, I said, man, it was hard for me to adjust. I probably won't be in America the rest of my life. Like I respect it, bro. I understand, bro. Cause we live like that. We live in a state where like if we're not moving, we feel worthless. If we're not doing some action, we worthless.
But yeah, like spoiled did pop up. Like it's crazy you say that. Like that kind of was like the first thing that came up, and then like I don't know if that's like living in like America. It has that is that where that context is coming from? Because like usually if you're soft, it is like your spoiled life, and like you were saying, like America is like you got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. So I think we kind of have that kind of in the back of our heads. But as I try to like go deeper of like what would be like what is it like what would be my
Always
soft
choosing the
life?
easiest thing, right?
Yeah,
And I see somebody in the chat, Alchemy Gold said, I believe key players need more resistance.
ooh,
And I can't even
ooh,
That's how
I
you would
get
learn,
it.
right? That's how you would
Like
learn, right?
yeah.
that's everybody on this motherfucker ain't had a life of least resistance. Holistically. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how we have that's how we express these expressions of the like she's saying, like
That's where
Alchemy
growth.
Gold is saying lessons. That's where that shit
Yeah,
comes in at. And I think, see, my thing is what I think about it is like, because especially when I look at it in the way of Bina, the way Bina of Saturn formulates all this shit, this mode of consciousness formulates all this shit. I think it's more about identifying the patterns and let the motherfuckers move in a way, because you're not gonna have zero resistance. Just less resistance, because if you resist more to the forming, see, and that's what one of the, I don't know if it's taught with Shooter, Samkhya, Darshan, we suffer because we identify too much with the material world. And Prakriti is going to keep changing. Going to keep changing. That's what this entity or this energy, this mode of consciousness does, or this mode of energy does down here. So, and that's where the detachment shit comes into. It's like when it starts to formulate, if I can move with the form, if I can stay within the ramifications of the formulate, which is the whole manifest reality, if I can stay within a principle of it, I can still coach the form in the way that I want it to go for my desired reality. And this, I guess, this looking at it from like a occultic perspective, because we know we can take control. And if we know we can take control, then the way that these patterns come around and keep going, cause and effect keep happening, the effect on us is not that fucking strong no more. That's the point of being a magician.
Yeah. So have you guys noticed, like, this has been one of my big revelations recently. It keeps coming up. It's very cyclical, right? In my magical work, where it keeps coming up and I'll have these moments where I'm like, oh, and then I go back to life or whatever. It's like when I get entrenched in the experience of life, I'll think I can control the events around me. So I'll be like, yeah, I'm going to manifest this and that and this and that and this and that and this. And then it won't happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, well, shit, what did I do? I visualized for 30 days. I did this and that. I did, like, what the fuck? I did all this stuff. I created a magical entity to help me out. Like, what is this? And then I realize that, like, when I start again going into spiritual authority and I just start connecting back to myself, I realize that it's about catching the flow of things, back to catching the swing. It's your job isn't to manifest all of these events that happen to you in the external world. It's not about controlling that part. It really is about catching it as it's coming in and then reacting to it accordingly with your free will. So, and when you do that, that's when the dream changes in your favor. But it's about watching the cycles. Like, I've been going on a psychic thing recently, right? Where I'm really working on my psychic intuition. And a large part of that is not forcing my mind's eye to see things, but instead it's allowing what's in the flow today. What am I reading today? What's happening today? What's happening around me right now?
Mm-hmm.
And allowing my focus to go to those spots and then letting that unfurl. And then next thing you know, something's going to happen that's related to what I was thinking of. So it's like catching the flow of something is really the key to being the magician of this life, not actually changing the outside events. And
There
I
you
think
go.
and I think that, again, spiritual authority is just key to that, because it's like that's been hitting me recently, because I had so interesting. I've been having like such a funky time, right? Like, there's like all these like really like crazy things are happening in the external reality. And one part of my mind is saying like, oh, well, it's because you've identified too much with this, or it's because you've done this or that, or you're not trying hard enough, or like the way how you've identified these things is what's messing you up. And there's truth in all of that, right? Like, there's truth in all of it. It's like, yeah, the way I'm identifying this as a problem, but really it's a learning lesson or some shit like that, but to me right now I feel like it's a problem. So I try to control it from that state.
From that
And
state.
when
Oh.
Right. And instead of trying to then actively change it, like, no, it's a lesson, no, it's a lesson, no, it's a instead of that, it's like telling myself, okay, I feel like this is a problem right now. What's my definition of a problem? What is that? Let me again get in tune to myself and the weight of this feeling, the things, the emotions and the memories I have attached that are in this feeling. And then how is that working with the current that I'm feeling right now with everyday life? can I catch that wave that's coming through right now? And what can I do on that wave? Like I see it almost as if like I'm surfing on it now, you know?
Yes,
It's,
yes.
I think, and I think that's like kind of like the best way, because like I was saying earlier, like my method of turning into like it's gonna work out in my, it's working in my favor. Like I because I would fucking start over processing, overthinking and shit. And I can try to, and now that I say that it's working out in my favor, I start to try to process it all the ways that it can work out in my favor.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. This shit gonna work in my favor. Like fuck it. I don't know how. Fuck it, but bet it do. I bet it do. And and when I say that has started to that, because that's my method to the madness. Especially when I say, I guess when unexpected shit pops up. I want to say like during this elemental course, those resistant things that have been popping up, it's like that resistance that's been popping up is like, nah. Because if I switch and move with the pattern, and I do something else in place of that pattern that I already had set up, it'd be a breakthrough that come through every time. So the same thing is like catching that flow. Like, nah, hell no, you're not getting me this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting me this time. I'm not folding this time. No. And I talked to it, like I was telling earlier, I talked to it in a very disrespectful way, because like I said, that's how me and my friends talk to each other. So I'm talking to it as a peer, but it's in a very it's a fighting words type of way. Like anybody else will hear that and they not my friend, they'll be ready to fight. And I wouldn't talk to nobody else like that, no way. But it works in my favor like that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Go ahead.
you're right about like catching the flow and like surfing the wave. Like I didn't really come because like right now, like everything you said, like I got a big aha moment about riding the wave when it comes. So like I trade crypto and everything. It's been like a choppy market, but like there's these ranges you can play, and like it literally feels like a flow. Like there's the highs and then the lows, and like it's been a game of just being patient and waiting for the highs to come, and then taking advantage of that opportunity, and then you let it go. Like instead of fighting the trend and fighting the flow, I've been able to identify it of like, okay, this is the time where the wave's going to come up and I can make my money, and then it comes back down. And I guess I haven't really thought about applying it to like all aspects. I think having a proper framework has really helped me um, withstand like the low tides, the best way I can say that, and then take advantage during the high tides. At least the metaphor of like surfing the waves have been helping me financially. But like I think I can apply that to other aspects. I haven't even thought about like the pendulum until like you brought it up. So like now I'm like, okay, I can really see this flow. I can see how it relates to other aspects. And then once again, if I can ride the wave financially, I can ride this wave in other aspects of my being.
Your whole
And you
being
just
with it.
created a belief for yourself. You just created a belief
Yes.
for yourself. What you did was you related a value that you had, or you created a thought, and then you were like, if I can do this financially, I ride a wave. So your mind confirmed that
Yes.
and that is in support now of your new belief, which is, well, now I can do this with life, because if I can do it financially and I see the wave, then I can do this with other aspects of my life. So now you just create a new pattern for your reality that's now going to allow you to ride that wave. That's what Trav is talking about when he's talking about metaphors and how you label shit. Because right now we're attaching values and create to feelings and memories and shit like that, and creating new belief systems right there.
I feel like I just leveled up.
Yeah, type shit.
So cool.
My little XP bar just went up. Like, oh, like I'm looking forward, because like I usually try to be at a neutral frame, or at least when I can see the flow and other aspects of my life, I try to be neutral all the time. But like now I'm like, no, I can take advantage of certain opportunities and surf the current when it's appropriate. Like, ooh, okay, I've been making good money doing it financially. Okay, let me surf when other aspects, when the flow comes, so I can feel the tide. Like, let me actually get on my surfboard instead of sitting on the beach. Let me I can see the wave coming. Let me go have some fun.
Let's just go have some fun. Yeah, I had to adopt that mindset too, because I remember one time I had a friend who told me, he was like, he was balancing out about like, because like that's one of the seven hermetic principles where it talk. I want to say the law of vibration. The pendulum swing to the left is the same as the pendulum swing to the right. So if it swings to the left extreme, as far as it swings to the left, let's say the left is good, is gonna swing to this exact same extent to the right. So he was like, and then I noticed in the book it speaks about how um the initiate learns how to get how to neutralize, that's the word, to neutralize this principle is staying at that middle point. Staying in that middle point. And I start picking up on that because like some certain things that get me overexcited. I get extra excited. And then whatever the extra thing I got excited about, if something went another way with the extra thing, I guess it went the total opposite. I'm talking about to the
Yeah.
point where you know what I'm saying, like you want to whoop somebody's ass type shit. Like it's like, damn, okay, so that's what they're talking about. And it's what's the name and finding that middle point. Finding that
Man,
middle point. It's
to
like
use
that
the
over emotional attachment. That's really what it is. That over
mhm,
emotional attachment to whatever the fuck it is, good or bad.
right, because
You're
then
gonna say
you
something.
create an expectation.
Yeah.
Then you
Right?
create,
Create an
yeah.
expectation for it. That's what this is why I love martial arts so much. So like for example, right, for a long time I was trying to get my kicks to hit hard. And man, it would just I would practice my bag work and it just it wouldn't work. And my coach kept telling me, wait till the bag swings to that middle point. You want to
Mm.
get it as it's coming in, but right in the middle. And when you do that, you'll be able to hit it and you'll feel it. And one day I'm hitting the bag and I'm hitting it on the middle part, like, or in the middle point of its swing every single, like, not every single time, right? Nothing's perfect, but like, a lot of times. And I'm hearing like this boom throughout the whole gym, like boom, every time I'm kicking. And there's a point of me where I'm not feeling like I'm exerting extra effort. I don't feel like, before I was like huffing and puffing and trying to, like do my hardest to hit this freaking bag hard. And I felt like this time I wasn't even trying except to hit in the middle part. And I was like, man, this is hearing this. And it was almost to the point where I was like, I didn't believe it was me. I was like, someone else must be hitting that bag hard. Like, like it's not me. I'm not
You're
even
like, that
trying,
ain't me.
really.
I don't even believe that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my coach came up and he was like, that's it. You're hitting it really hard. That's it. And I was like, whoa. And then I realized throughout. And so then, like, in my head, right, level up, where it was like, oh shit. Like, when you neutralize that principle, when you neutralize things, you then are able to keep that sweet spot. You're hitting the bag in the middle. You're reaching the effect that you want, but you're not going to feel it the way how you expect to be
Expected.
feeling it.
That's my thing. Like that's what I have been saying on my page for a while. It's like,
I like that.
Lord, refine your standards. Make sure you magically or relationship wise, like make sure you living within the principles. Make sure your standards are refined. Make sure they make sense, and then lower your expectations. Because these high expectations that your ego has, right? Like some people think magic works like Harry Potter. Some people think magic works like the fucking Harry Potter movies.
Wish, man. I
It,
fucking wish.
that should be fucking cool. Don't get me wrong. Like that should be it. You
Oh,
know
I'd
what
be
I'm
like
saying? But
Wingardium Leviosa. Wouldn't even need a car.
like, what's the point?
Yeah.
But people not catching on that it's the subtle shit. It be the subtle shit. It be that's how the spirit works. People that don't sound fun, does it? No, that don't sound subtle. I want big, loud color bangs and shit flat. You know what I'm saying? Popping in and popping out and turning motherfuckers to salamanders and shit. Like
Mhm. And
it's not.
generally, it's after the fact when someone else points out, like, hey, man, you handled that beautifully. And you're like, oh, really? Like, that was a Saturday for me, Like, you didn't even
That was a
think
Saturday
about
for me.
it.
Real
Like,
shit.
yeah, like, oh, I guess I did. Okay, that's fine. And it's in those moments too where we meet the next step, right? Because that's the other part that I'm realizing is like when you get to that point where people are like, wow, like you're hitting hard, it's like great. Well, all of a sudden there's this little voice that's like, yeah, but you didn't do this, or
That
oh, but this happened, so therefore it's not
it's
perfect.
not perfect. That ego,
Right?
that player in
Yeah.
conscious mind, it want to
Yes.
come in and do that to you.
Uh-huh. But that's where you find your next step
Yeah.
because the thing about perfection is that it doesn't exist. There's only if perfection existed, there would never be something to improve upon. And what's the point of fucking living if there's
Existing.
nothing to improve upon, right? Yeah. Yeah. So when you are able to see it as like, oh, this is something I can just continue to improve upon, I can improve upon this move, or I can look at things a different way, that's when your next step is revealed. And that's not something to shun, right? That's something
Yeah.
that's good. But we're so identified in the pain of like, that expectation is that once I got this, I was supposed to be done. There's a pain with that. And I think that it's that there's a part of us that wants it to be done, and there's another part of us that doesn't want to
That
be done.
doesn't. See, and with me right now, where I'm at now, with being this new person to the, well, I guess I'm remembering the whole tree of life thing. It's like I'm getting this whole thing of like how God, or what they may call Kether, the crown, is placed itself under so many fucking limitations. So many, because when we look at limitation, we're looking at challenges to overcome. This resistance that we're talking about, which is done obviously through Prakriti, which is done through the mode of existence of Saturn, of Bina. It's like the only way. So it's like, oh, I get it. What's actually happening here is God's not perfect. God is perfecting itself. Like God is perfecting itself. It's not like, no, God is evolving, nigga. As you
That's why it
evolve,
multiplies.
it multiplied. That's what I guess that's what they say. It's so many. Kether is a Malkuth to another fucking tree. It's like this shit just keeps fucking going.
Yeah.
It's like you can update your system, you know what I'm saying? And then I guess the point is getting to that point where you become your own tree. You create your own, for instead of, because I'm reading that, and I was also tapping into like the mysteries of Set, and then the seven faces of darkness, dealing with the Typhonian magic left hand path shit. And I made a video the other day, and I was connecting it with like, oh, Set is actually the Egyptian deity Kefrer. So Kefrer and Kether, I'm like, oh, this the same. They didn't even really change the fucking name. It's the same thing. So the scarab beetle and a comedic, what's the name, is about, it's a dung beetle pushing shit across the cosmos, the unmanifest, and the one that brings itself into existence. I'm like, oh, this Kefir shit is Kefra. And then you look deep into Kefra, that's actually Set. Slaying the serpent, the dragon, Apep, getting out of the illusion and no longer being conditioned. No, what is a no longer getting conditioned to being conditioned, and then now setting the mold for conditioning. So that perfect state of coming into not being and becoming, they're like that little sweet point, which would be that Kether mode, is where God's gonna go evolve in his own mode of existence somewhere, whatever the hell, universe, dimension, whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck name it can be for it. But it's like, oh, okay. So we are the actual agent carrying out God's work. Shout out to Bobby Hemming, because that's what he said. Like, I'm like, shit, I ain't found no holes in the shit that he told us coming into this shit. Everything that I'm reading, everything I done learned since I've been tapped in with Trav, all my experiences I done had, it's like, oh, we are actually perfecting this shit. We are the agent going through the shit. So,
And it's
like you
fun.
said, what you saying? It's fun.
I think it's fun. I always try to have
That's what I was gonna
that
get to.
playful lens like about it. It's just, this is fun to do. This is a fun process. This is a fun dance. Like the liberation and just the coming into understanding and just doing the whole elevation. To me, like I just always try to have the playful context around it. Like
I think that's the best way.
this is a fun thing to do. This is a fun thing to do with our time down here. Why not? Why not? I
Why
mean,
the fuck not?
oh, I think Travis.
He probably had to reconnect and disconnect again, or disconnect and he's probably gonna reconnect again.
Okay. At least I know you're gonna get some closing remarks.
All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night.
That's what I was about to say too. I thought he was gonna get. I'm waiting for him to like, all right, guys, closing remarks. I don't know how long we've been on here. How long? How live? When did we
What,
start?
what is Travis's thing? This is Travis Magus. XXX.
777.
LVX 777.
Yeah, with LVX 777, Milo, D Fam, Alora, and my Gnosis. We out, y'all. I can see he gonna be here. He on shrooms too. He on shrooms, bro. He felt some shit he ain't never felt when he touched that damn chair. That shit sent him through
Connecting to
there.
all the ancestors right now.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
All the elementals. They're
Oh my god. We'll have a good time. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to the next session.
yeah.
All right, y'all. Out of Lord, D Fam. All right, the whole YouTube fam.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
Dudes.
Good night. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I appreciate you.